to the draft show. My name is Richard Buckley. It's an honour to be joined for the next 15 minutes alongside the one and only Ryan Pessoa. Ryan, we're back. FC Pro Open, it feels bigger than ever.
Yep, absolutely. Last year was amazing. I'm sure this year we'll take it up a notch or two. So yeah, I can't wait to get started.
Yeah, we will indeed. And it's not just me and Ryan who's going to be guiding you through the next few weeks of FC Pro Open action. We've got one of the best players to have ever played FC, and this year he turns talent. Have a look at this.
Are you ready for this?
FC Pro Open, Tex will be there.
People often ask me what my best talent is. It's being talent.
Try and put on a show, not just for week 2, but week 1 as well.
Expect top analysis, hot takes, and unfiltered opinions.
Stir the pot.
Don't worry, you'll see me lifting the trophy in February.
This is unbelievable from Tech.
FC Pro Open, let's have it.
Well, we've heard of player managers before. We've got player talent. Tex, welcome to this side of the story. How does it feel, firstly, to be over here criticising and praising some of your mates, I'm going to say?
You know what? I'm very excited. I really want to grill into the players today. That's my one job on my hands.
Well, let's have a look at what you've got in store for tonight. The groups for the FC Pro Open. It's week 1, it's Group A, and these are your 6 competitors. You can see the FC Pro ranking next to them as well to give you a little bit of an indication of where they stand in the world. Mark 11, ex-Sharif, Faku Cohen, Jafonzo, congratulations on the new move as well, Nixneb and Stingray. Ryan, what are we expecting from tonight?
Power shots, I know that for sure, and Stingray's in the competition, but having Jafonzo #1, Sharif as well with his huge amount of support. Nixneb as well was unranked going into the qualifiers, manages to find himself ranked 36, so expecting a lot from him too.
Let's have a look at the fixtures for this evening. This is round 1 that's going to be coming up for you very shortly indeed. Jafonzo against Nixneb. Sharif taking on Mark 11. Faku Cohen against Stingray. Those fixtures coming up as soon as we get the ball rolling, just gone 6 o'clock. It's going to be a really, really important day, you've got to say, for a lot of these competitors. Let's have a look at what the squad requirements are for tonight. As always, we change them week by week on the FC Pro Open. And tonight, well, it's an interesting one. 8 million coin budget. And in that budget, you've got to field 18 players, 2 FC Pro Live items, 2 track stars, 1 Centurions icon, and 1 regular Centurions players. Tex, what are we expecting to see from these requirements, and how would you have liked those requirements if this was your week you were playing?
I would love those requirements. You can get a variety of players, the power shots, the finesse shots, and the long ball. So I'm excited to see the players' drafts.
Well, stay tuned, because we're going to look at your team very shortly indeed. It's going to be a really important day, Ryan. Talk to me a little bit about nerves as well. If you're not familiar with the requirements, could that put you off a little bit?
I always feel like it would, especially if you're not accustomed to using the particular players at home. When in the qualification, you might have used Mbappe. In this tournament, maybe the budget changed a little bit. New players have been added to the game as well.
Well, a player who will feel no pressure is the world #1, the top dog on the rankings, Jafonzo. This is his team that he has selected. Ryan, I'm going to throw the ball to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a step back, let
me and Tex take over. We got
take it away. What are we thinking?
Yeah. It's a solid team, of course. Tex, you see Mbappe up top, Hansen right midfield as well. But for me, Bobby Charlton, of course, is the marquee player in this team because he's not cheap. He's one of the icons in the squad as well. So what's your thoughts on it?
No, I like the formation, 4-4-1-1, very strong. I don't like the team. If you look closely, no finesse shots. I think you need finesse. That's how I play, but of course he's got the 2 power shots, so we'll see how he does.
Yeah, let me know at home as well. What do you think of Jafonzo's team? Obviously, he's on with Mbappe, no Didier Drogba. Yeah. That was a sort of a battle off. Who would you like up top, leading the line?
I think Drogba would have been in my selection for sure, but I think Mbappe as well, you can't really go wrong. The only problem is the budget.
You know what? I would choose Drogba.
I choose Drogba.
I sold Mbappe on my account at home, so there you go. I think Drogba.
I'd use him over Mbappe.
Let us know in the chat, who do you prefer, Mbappe or Drogba? We talked about Bobby Charlton. Ryan, you mentioned him, the power shot plus. Let's have a look at him in a little bit more detail, because he's the strange pick. He's the only player tonight that's using Bobby Charlton. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. He's not super tall. What are we making of him?
Of course, for me, the primary thing here is his power shot playstyle plus. That's the thing why you've got him in the team. Of course, the links help as well. 1937, I'm sure Stokes would know him very, very well with that day of birth as well. But Bobby Charlton's incredible in game. It's the power shots for me.
There's one thing you want to point out, Tex, in particular with this Charlton, and it's the preferred position. He's only got one position. What do you make?
Yeah, if you use Charlton, you're stuck into one way of playing. As
Yeah.
you can see, you can only play cam, so you're stuck in a 4-4-1-1 or a 5-2-1-2. And if your day's not going very well, there's not a lot of manoeuvres.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Let's have a look at his attributes and his stats in more detail. It's green all over the board, Ryan. He is incredible, but he might not be for everyone. Anything here that really jumps out why Jafonso might have picked him?
For me, of course, he's well-rounded offensively. Defensively, it doesn't really matter, but when you have the shot power this high, you've got his shooting overall at 91, he's got the dribbling as well, the pace to match as well, pass. He has everything offensively that you'd want in a player.
But it wouldn't be in your team.
No.
You want to pick him?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, there you have
I
it.
wouldn't.
Let's have a look at Bobby Charlton's playstyles as well. Just a quick one. Obviously, the Power Shot Plus is there for him. A nice spread of playstyles: long ball pass, incisive, text.
No finesse.
You know, he's got no
Yeah.
finesse, but away from the finesse, he's got good play styles for Cam, to be honest. He's got long ball, he's got incisive, technical, and I know you're a fan
You're
of
gonna
Trivella.
laugh at me. I like Trivella's, but do you need the play style? Of course, maybe not, but I'm a fan.
Hey,
but
Trivella's.
maybe that's why
That's
I'm
why
here,
you're
though. Yeah,
sitting
you
here.
see,
That's why you're sitting
That's
here.
why, Fairs.
Let's have a look at your team, Tex. Obviously, you said you'd have liked these requirements. You'd have liked this team. This is what you put together with the requirements. Talk us through it
This-
before Ryan pulls it down.
This is the best team you can make.
Hold on
Let's
a
go
minute.
through it. Finesse,
Yep.
finesse,
Okay.
power shot. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to score long shots, and if we can't score long shots, we've got Gravenberch to play a ball in behind.
I mean, Ryan, I've got a couple of questions. Firstly, what on earth is David Beckham doing in this team?
Yeah, please.
Secondly, Harry Kewell.
Okay. I'm selecting the cross for a reason, right? Harry Kewell text. Rapid plus play style. You talk about power shot finesse. If you were going to use Harry Kewell, I would use the other one.
I thought I picked the other one.
then
No,
this
no. Who submitted this draft? I want the power shot Harry Kill, not me. This is not my team.
I also, I would be amiss to draw attention to these two in the team. Karioglu and Gravenberch, both FC Pro Live items. Are we going to see any of those two tonight?
I think Gravenberch, because of how good he is, the issue is the price. When the squads were locked in,
1.3 mil.
1.3 mil is a
I
hefty.
think he might be the best midfielder on the game, though.
Wow.
And with a few upgrades
Why?
soon.
Why?
Oh, it's just the long ball. He's tall as well, 6'3",
Yeah.
4-star, anticipate play style. He's really good.
He's up there, but for the price,
The fact that you said the best. The
yeah,
best.
that's a statement.
We've been live, what, 4 minutes and you're dropping statements like
Tell me
that?
someone's better and I'll give an argument.
For the price, Bruno Fernandes. Let's move on. Let's
Nah,
move
Bruno's
on.
cold though. He's there.
Let's move on and look at that FC Pro Live item campaign in a little bit more detail. All of the items that can be upgraded here on the screen. 6 will be in use tonight. Other than the ones that we just spoke about, Karioglu and Gravenberch, who should people looking to invest in, Ryan Pessoa, at home?
It's for an investment in terms of just your squad. In my opinion, I think the Bowie SBC is worth it. For the price you get as well, he's one of the best right-backs in the game. Of course, you've got other players in there. You've got Bano Gittins with Stingray, who's one of the favourites in this competition based on form.
Wow.
But for trading, for me, I'll be honest, my ultimate team is on the line here. If the investment
In
goes
who?
wrong,
In who? Can we get a
I
reveal?
don't want to disclose it yet.
Look,
But
I'll
if
give
it
you a
goes wrong,
reveal.
it's over.
I'll give you a reveal. I've got 17 on my transfer list. Oxlade-Chamberlains.
that's
And
pressure.
I spoke to Nick Sneb before we started and said, Nick Sneb, do not let me down, son.
It's pressure.
Because my club is on the line. Tex, from the pro opinion, who here could be getting in your team if you had a similar set of requirements? Obviously, Gravenberch.
Obviously,
Who else?
we spoke about the Gravenberch, but away from being a pro, if you want to make coins on your ultimate team, there's only one man I'm looking at. And that's Nathan Ake. That's my card, right? And I'm going to upgrade him last year. Let's be honest.
Who else?
about last year.
Well, there's out the memory. If you want to make coins, Nathan Ake, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's just a lot of coins, isn't he? He's, what, 400k, I think, right now?
It's a bit steep, you know.
Give me a couple
steep.
months, he'll be a mill.
Well, you can see all the items there. Let us know at home, who have you got in your team? Who are you looking to upgrade with? If you're making some coins as well, let us know in that chat. We'll pull you up and we'll get some thoughts of you. This is what is going to happen tonight. 6 players coming in to the arena. Only 3 can put themselves in a very good position to go through when they come back in January. It's going to be a stacked competition. Week 1 of the FC Pro Open is right around the corner and I cannot wait. Ryan, who should we be looking out for tonight?
I feel like it's it's only right to go with Jafonso. He's ranked #1 and for a reason, and I feel like he's got a lot of expectation on his shoulders. I feel like he's the person to watch.
Tex, who's your one to watch for tonight?
Stingray, I think he tops the group, you know.
Ooh, that's a statement already, you know.
I don't know, I feel like Stingray, he's got something.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what formation he plays tonight. He played 5-2-1-2, he's played 4-4-2 in the qualifier,
yeah.
and tonight there might be a formation change.
I can't wait. I really cannot wait to get this ball rolling and get the FC Pro action underway. Hello?
Hello. Hello, friends. Nice of you to join us. Look, sorry to interrupt. Great show, but let's get on with the real thing, shall we?
Oh, okay.
Introducing FC Pro Live, a series of Ultimate Team items that improve based on the performance of FC Pro competitors. Here's how it works. FC Pro Open players will be assigned an Ultimate Team item to their squad for the entire season. These items begin at the base level. If the competitor performs well, the item will receive upgrades such as a new playstyle, stat increases, more skill moves and improving their weaker foot. Tune in every week and watch your item grow as the top FC players in the world battle it out for the FC Pro Open title.
world, fighting for the right to sit on the throne at top of FC. That is magnificent, ice cold.
confidence is oozing out of him.
It's life-changing. It really is.
To Mateus! Your FC Pro Open champion!
We are back. It is time for Group A of the FC Pro Open, and what a lineup we've got. We've got the likes of Mark 11, we've got Faku Cohen, and we've even got an appearance from our world #1.
I am the best in the world, and no one can say otherwise.
Jafonto is your eSports World Cup champion!
I am the one to beat.
Undeniably unstoppable.
The man to beat for everyone.
He's obviously one of the best in the world, world champion. Alfonso, I'm coming for you.
Alfonso va a ser un rival muy complicado.
He's a really good player. He knows the game inside out.
Loads of respect from him, but he might not be up to the #1 level again.
He will not have a better season in his lifetime.
This is my crown. FC Pro Open, I'm coming. Bring it on.
FC Pro Open, he is here, our world #1, as is Tex. Welcome to the FC Pro broadcast team, and Mr. Brandon Smith too.
We're forgetting something. Could we get that trophy in, please?
Yeah, of course. We have to start this show with not just the world #1 Jafonso, but also the world #1 commentator, Brandon Smith. A massive congratulations. Thank you, everyone, for the round of applause in the studio. Mr. Richard Buckley, I just noticed that you didn't clap there.
Should have been me.
Oh, he's starting the show when it should have been me.
Rich, come on, new season, mate.
New season, same Richard. Listen, Group A, here we go. Listen, this is getting a bit crazy. We'll come to the groups in a moment. Obviously, Tex, I mean, Jafonso, he's just signed for a new club. A lot of pressure on him. This time last year, dare I say it, you just signed for a new club and you had an absolute shocker. So what do you reckon about Jafonso?
I don't recall that tournament. I don't recall my first appearance.
I sort of recall it. 15 points on the line. I think you picked up 2 on the first.
No, it's not ringing any bells. However, Jafonso, he's under a lot of pressure tonight.
Yeah, let's hope he performs a little bit better than Tex did. As we see the man behind us, you know what, he's oozing class, he's oozing aura. Let's take a look, shall we? The state of play for today. Group A, Brandon. I mean, this is absolutely stacked.
I mean, what, it was a few weeks ago we were in London for our qualifiers where we found 24 of the best players in the world to play in this year's FC Pro Open FG. This group is superb. 2 players that got an auto-invite in the FC Pro Open. Sharif, who's got so many fans watching. The 3 mates, Nick Sneb, Stingray and Mark. Faku Cohen's back for another year. And of course, Jafonso, the #1 ranked FC Pro player who just signed for Al Nassr Esports with Team Makers, what, 24 hours ago?
Yeah, an absolutely crazy few days for him indeed. Let's talk about...
He's been taking selfies with Cristiano Ronaldo on Instagram. So who knows, he might be tuning into the FC Pro Open on his Monday night.
Well, I tell you what, everybody who's tuning in the Twitch chat right now or wherever you're watching, you're probably aware of the FC Pro Live campaign. I mean, I'm aware of what I did last year. I invested in Calvin Phillips and Tex let me down very much. Nathan Ake this year, Tex. Do you reckon the people should invest?
One thing I will say, the fact you invested in Calvin Phillips makes me so happy. You lost all your coins, mate.
Oh, it's like that, is it? Well, listen, you hopefully will perform a lot better. But, Brandon, look at this lineup of the FC Pro Live promo. Does anyone stand out to you?
There's a few players, isn't it? I'd say first and foremost, the items are so much better. I think what we saw last year, I think there's a Brian of Albion man in there, of course, who represents Turkey, but I'd have to say Ryan Gravenberch. For me, I know you're a fan, Tex, as well. He's worth a lot of coins, isn't it?
Look at this lineup of the FC Pro Live promo. Does anyone stand out to you?
Yeah, that was a massive. There's a few players, isn't it? I'd say first and foremost, the items are so much better. I think what we saw last year, I think there's a Brian of Albion man in there, of course, who represents Turkey, but I'd have to say Ryan Gravenberch. For me, I know you're a fan, Tex, as well. He's worth a lot of coins, isn't it?
Look at this lineup of the FC Pro Live promo. Does anyone stand out to you?
Yeah, that was a massive. There's a few players, isn't it? I'd say first and foremost, the items are so much better. So many more clues coming up tonight.
Yeah, well, a massive thank you to you guys, especially the #1 esports commentator in the world. Of course, we're joined by some amazing talent today, and I'm not talking about just the players. Where are you, Mr. Ryan Pessoa?
Thank you, FG. I'm joined by Jafonso, ranked #1 in the world. You've heard a lot of talk from everybody else, but it's good to hear it from yourself. How much does it mean to be ranked #1?
Yeah, of course, it's a good feeling. but being number one in the world doesn't give you wins. So I just have to show and prove myself again.
Of course, a new announcement a couple of days ago happened. You signed for Al Nassr, powered by Makers Esports. Of course, that's a huge signing in the esports ecosystem. How important is it to you to show that you're one of the best players in this tournament as well for them?
Yeah, of course. It's a big move, a big step in my career. So, yeah, I'm really happy that I joined Al Nassr, powered by Makers. So, yeah, I just have to prove my value to them.
Don't want to keep you too long. I have one more point here. Of course, the FC Pro live items. Do you recommend any players to invest, or any people at home should be investing in your item? You've got Fabio Carvalho. Well, I invested, I'll be honest, at around 90,000 coins. He's already up. Do you think players should be investing? Should they have the faith for you to perform today?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I recommend people to invest because I'm confident, and I hope I can get a lot of points today. So, yeah.
Yep, I love the confidence. I wish you the best of luck, Jafonso, so you can head off for your game. We're heading over to analysis. Normally it's FG, but this time we've got a real analysis with Tex and Richard.
I can't say if that's a thing on me, being better than FG at the game, or that we've got Tex here. We've spoke a lot about Jafonso, we've looked at his team, we've heard from him as well, but we've got to look on the other side of the coin at Nixneb, a player that you know very well. Talk to me a little bit before we get into the clips on Nixneb. What is he like as sort of a character when you've been with him? What does he give as a player?
Nixneb, he's a fearless player. You get in a lobby with Nixneb and you know you're in for a game. Skillful, good attacker, dangerous. And this is a squad he's using. I like it a lot. Long shots is the way he's going. Power shot, finesse shot, Son, Bonmeti, Hamsit.
Surprised with a 5?
Nah, that's what he used against me, and he beat me 5-1 or something. So I'm not. There's no surprise here.
I love the fact you said 5-1 or something. Like you absolutely know the scoreline.
No.
You know when the goals went in.
No, it was 5-2 actually.
Let's have a look at Nixneb in action and what he brings to the FC field, because he is a dangerous competitor, as you said. This is him in game. What is he like to play against? Obviously, you played against him and he beat you to qualify. What's he give?
It's just very difficult to defend. He'll work it down the left wing, bring it back inside, and you either get in a... Oh,
Did he mean that touch?
No chance. I'm not having it. Did you mean it? No. But he brings it back inside, and he's skillful, power shot. You don't know what he's going to do, and it's a very scary opponent.
For a long time, we've said he's one of the best mechanical players in the game. I mean, you've seen it there, the reversal last goal. He's beautiful to watch. Do you think he's playing a little bit smarter now and he's getting the results from it? Is he playing a little bit more rigid? Is he playing the meta better than he used to?
Yeah, I think the 5 helps him as well because he still has his attacking prowess. I don't know the word.
It's all right, we'll get there.
That's too much vocab for me, but he still has the attacking ability, and also he's got the 5 defenders to help him out.
Well, Tex, let's go and enjoy this game. It's going to be a banger. Jafonso versus Nixneb, the featured match of the first round of the FC Pro Open.
Well then, here we go. We're back again for another year of the FC Pro Open, and we start off our journey in week 1 on the 25th of November. 8 weeks of action taking you through these winter months as we go into the new year, and potentially, Ryan, we might be on our way to find a new FC Pro Open champion. Of course, PHN is in the mix of 24 players, but it might not be him looking at the stat roster we have this year.
Yeah, the tournament this year, in my opinion, has gone up in the level of quality. You've got players looking maybe their first tournament, with their first FC Pro Open experience, to make a name for themselves. You've got returners as well, who would of course look to perform better than they did last year. Particularly in this group, you've got Mark 11, in my opinion, one of the best players in the world. Last year didn't have the greatest of tournaments, and I'm sure he's got vengeance on the horizon. But Jafonso, you can see he's won heaps of money, and of course that came primarily from last season, winning the Esports World Cup.
I'm sure it'll be a lot more as well. I said it in commentary last year. I don't think he'll ever have a year like he did in our FC24 season. He won the MLS, and of course he went on to win the Esports World Cup Championship, where he picked up $300,000. He faces Nixneb, who did beat Tex, rightly so, on his way to qualify for this tournament. A little bit less in career earnings. A lot of it came through the 2v2 World Championships back in 2023, but by no means least a serious player, and I think you could argue, as Tex was saying, one of the best mechanically gifted players. He will skill, he will offer so much, and if you saw the game against Tex that he played, sorry to keep mentioning it, it was ruthless, especially with Mbappe.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was about 3-0 in 10 minutes or so. He was flying, and I'm sure he'll hope to have this start against Jafonso, because playing on main stage is different, especially at the level of competition now, this tournament. The stakes are slightly higher. You know that you want to get off to the best of starts, because what's at stake, the prize money for the rest of the season as well, is so important.
No, absolutely. As we said, this will be our main featured game. Not forgetting that we have got Faku Cohen against Stingray and then Sharif against Mark 11, which has already kicked off here. Welcome back to the FC Pro Open. It is so nice to be back. Remember, there are a handful of viewership rewards on the line tonight as well, including an on-loan Karim Benzema's FC Pro Live item and even a rare players pack as well if you are tuning in for long enough tonight. Linking your EA account to your Twitch account. Well, let's jump back to our featured game now. This will be our main stay as we join it straight away. Jafonso might have only just put pen to paper with Al Nassr Esports 24 hours ago. 1.5 minutes into the game, Ryan. He's already backing up why he's #1 in the world.
Yeah, but a minute in, he started as he means to go on. Hansen just working it well in the box. 5-star weak foot. Green time finishing as well, giving him a huge likelihood of scoring. And it's not the start Nixon would have liked. We take a look at the replay with the build-up, the step-overs. Cuts it back to Mbappe. Bobby Charlton, who we scrutinised in the draft show, and then playing it back to Hansen. It's an easy goal for him, to be honest. It's a very easy goal and well worked.
We have to speak about the biggest scenario here, Ryan, is that players that didn't have to play the qualifier and got an auto-invite into the FC Pro Open have struggled before.
Yeah, agreed. We've seen it. We saw it last year. Literally, we saw it with a few other players in this competition, but for Jafonso, when I spoke to him before we even started the interview, I was just speaking to him, do you care about being ranked #1? He said he doesn't care at all. He just wants to play, he just wants to get started, and it's just a lot of noise for him right now.
Absolutely, what a start he has had in this game. Leads by a goal to 0 in the first minute. As we said, we'll keep it to date with the other matches as well. We want to get involved in the conversation, home as you as well, in the chat. I've got the chat open in front of me now, the Twitch chat I'm talking about. Let us know, which FC Pro Live item are you backing this year? Cheeky chip, is it 2-0? It is! Jafonso! What a start he is having here in his first outing as an Al Nassr player.
It's a crazy start. It's an awful mistake from Sneb. They're trying to play out from the back. He gets it over the top there to Liao. Just a little dink chip. You rarely see that this year in terms of chips when the goalkeeper comes out, but Jafonso, I don't even know how many minutes we are in. I think it's about 5 minutes or so when he's already started off blistering against Nixneb.
Well, we were just speaking about Nixneb, about how he went, I think, 3 or 4 up against Tex in 15 game minutes. Unfortunately, it's not to be the case this time round for him. The player who does play for 1J Esports was formerly a FootWiz player. We'll be playing against his ex-team a little bit later on this evening in Mark 11. One of the biggest interesting points in the team of Jafonso as he looks for a third with Bobby Charlton is that player there.
Oh.
Quite an expensive pick, isn't it? 8 million coins was the budget for our players tonight in the FC Pro Open. Would you be spending that much on Bobby Charlton?
Hold on a minute, we've got an update. It's Faku Cohen against Stingray. It's a ball across the box there. Drogba with an easy finish. And Faku Cohen takes the lead against one of the tournament favourites, if you base it on form anyway, in Stingray. But as you were saying, the budget in terms of Charlton, I wouldn't have opted with Charlton. I would have opted to use someone like Drogba, just based on what the meta is right now. He's aerially dominant. You can use him from corners, power shots.
But you might be able to see on screen there as well. I just asked in the chat which FC Pro Live item you are investing in or maybe been lucky enough to pack. As you can see, Fabio Carvalho on the left-hand side for Jafonso. One single win here, just 3 points tonight from any of our players will upgrade that item by a +1 on the overall rating.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Brandon. I'm half commentating, I'm half looking at the companion app.
I thought you'd been trading these last 24 hours. What have you been spending your money on?
Yeah, Jafonso, I've invested. Fabio Carvalho topped up this club, maybe 2 million coins invested.
Well, the great thing about these live items are as well, you still can get involved in this across the next 8 weeks, by the way, including the finals in February, which you can attend to, by the way. There will be an open live crowd here in London. Maybe we could see just as good of a final as we saw last year with Anders Vergang and PH in with those last-minute celebrations. We're seeing loads of your suggestions coming in. Wout Weghorst. Wout Weghorst is already one of those players, Ryan, which is a terror to play against, especially later into the year. We don't need that sort of item this early into the year. Corner comes in, could be on for a third. Courtois, that's not a good save at all. Still keeps his chance open for Jafonso as he'll look to recycle it with Bobby Charlton. It's Tana Bonmati that eventually breaks the attack down. Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Do you know what? If he had centre mid, as an atom. I think I would have invested, but I think obviously now he doesn't. You have to risk hoping that Sneb gets 10 points to potentially get that position. And he's on the attack here, try and get a goal back.
There's the cutback, there's Courtois. I know our very own Richard Buckley has invested quite a lot in that Oxlade-Chamberlain. He might not be very happy with the start that Nick Sneb has had. I said there's 2 other games taking place here. We'll give you an update, a big update in fact, in the Stingray game. Well, we're hearing that he had a penalty from this moment here. Van der Sar comes out, clatters the attacker. Massive chance for Stingray to pull himself back into the game and make it a 1-1 scoreline. As you see Jafonso go 3 goals to the good. Upstairs Bruno Fernandes, he misses the chance. You won't get a better opportunity than that from the spot. And as you can see in the right bottom corner of your screen, Jafonso is quite enjoying his first ever time being in the FC Pro Open.
Yeah, this is a crazy start. You can see briefly from the stats, 20 minutes played and it's all been Jafonso just dominant. 3 goals up, and it's going to be a mountain to climb for Nick Sneb. We know Jafonso is not afraid to keep possession, and I'm sure for Nick Sneb he just needs to stay calm and just not drag players out of position. The first time over the top, to Drogba with Stingray.
Well, it's his trademark player, isn't it, Stingray there? He makes it 1-1 as we just jump off that game. And the only other update we haven't really given you as of yet is Cherif against Mark 11. I'm sure there'll be a lot of Moroccan fans that are tuning in right now, hoping that the Raja Casablanca man can continue the form that he showed last year after having such a good run in the FC Pro World Championship. Stingray's just...
Wait a minute.
Has he just scored 2 goals in 60 seconds? He might be on for a third dropper.
Wait,
what have we missed? We saw Drogba make it 1-1, and we turned away for about 20 in-game seconds. We know how ruthless Stingray can be on a counter-attack with that first time through ball, in the air, where you can just every single time get an on-going runner like a Didier Drogba. As we're seeing on the opposite side here.
Yeah, Virgil steps across. You can see Stingray as well. I spoke to him. He's using the 4-2-1-3. Hold that thought. We'll go back to the goals that he did score in this game. It was Drogba powering through, and this is why me and Tex were speaking about it in the early stage. Just the powerfulness of Drogba in behind. That's why he's favoured over the likes of Mbappe for a lot of players in the corner. Virgil van Dijk leaps, wins it. And Stingray takes the lead in that game. Almost got number 3 as well. He might just do, actually. Mistake just gone wide there from Stingray.
Over here. Oh, it's a red time finish. He was offside. Hernandez now. Nick Sneb just hasn't been able to find his feet so far. A goal before half-time would certainly bring some confidence. Goes for that green time finesse, which Courtois is...
Wow.
Giving us a few questionable saves here already today. We saw a few questionable saves in general at the qualifier a few weeks ago, Ryan, where Courtois was the most popular pick. Obviously, we're seeing a track star version of his in-game item, which was part of the restrictions this time round. We haven't spoken about this game too much. Here's an update from it.
I thought it was a pen.
I did for a second as well.
Yeah.
Free kick into the box. Drogba didn't have the chance before. Drogba does from there. Barring in. Cherif leads by a goal to 0. I'm sure there'll be a few happy Moroccans watching until we show you this goal here as Mark 11 says, how about that? Kenny Dalglish. Just a standard finesse from the edge of the box. Didn't even need to time that one, Green.
Yep, he's neat with it, Mark, with the step overs there, the cancellations and skill moves. Gets it back to Kenny Dalglish, and again, as you mentioned, finesse shot plus play style is so good this year. Same with power shot play style plus. They're both very, very effective, but at this level, it's just about working the angle, though. I think that's the key part.
So right now in the game, what is the best play style plus?
For me personally,
the power shot or the finesse?
I'm saying power shot for me. But obviously there's other aspects. I'm sure Tex would disagree. He'd say finesse shot, but for me, power shot I think is the best right now.
Little chip over the top, finds Theo Hernandez again, who's just got so much pace down that left-hand side. What's even more interesting about Jafonso, across his whole drafted squad, he's got 10 goal players. There's surely a pass there. Yeah, of course there is. 4-0, he leads. He's playing out of his skin at the moment, Jafonso. But to the point I wanted to make, Ryan, out of the 8 million coin budget he's got, he's the player that's got the most gold items in the squad. 10 in total, 8 are in the starting 11. You can hear in the background there, maybe a very frustrated Nick Sneb so far. You can understand why, Ryan.
Yeah, understandably so. I think that goal, he couldn't really do much before when he gave the ball away. Sharif again, though, on the attack. Drogba just bundles past Saliba and a shot at the near post, taking the lead against marking it. Stingray again. Gravenberch in possession, plays it into Schelling. Finesse shot. Yeah, there we go. Green timed as well. 3-1. Stingray leads against Faku Cohen.
What do you make of that pick as well? Schelling, brand new icon this year, the Swede down the left-hand side. A few of us were talking behind the scenes before we came out saying, is she the right pick in the team? I mean...
To be honest, with left midfielders in this game, of course you could go with Vinny, you can go with Rafa Leao, but I've not used Schelling myself, personally, but I understand it with the finesse shot play style plus. The idea is there from Stingray, and you know, when Stingray plays this year with the meta, he's got an idea in his mind and he sticks to it.
Well, this is live now. Last 2 minutes, he's rushed that, maybe ever so slightly. I know she just scored a finesse, but that was asking quite a lot from the Swedish icon. As you can see, these are the other two FC Pro Live items. Bino Gittens of Borussia Dortmund, who is one of the most expensive players in this group of FC Pro Live items, just going for around the 350k mark, just underneath last time I checked. Hello, reverse elastico, mark 11. He said he was one of the players to watch in this group, Ryan.
Yeah, he's dangerous mechanically, along with Nick Sneb as well. So it's a difficult one for their opponents to try and hold that thought for a second. And thought there could have been a bit of skill move there from Faku Cohen, but it's difficult for the opponents to try and read everything Mark 11 or Nick Sneb do just because of how well they utilise skills in the game.
Well, half-time in that game, 3-1 as you can see, after going 1-0 down. Stingray's been able to bounce back in a superb manner. Over here, though, Jafonso. He didn't qualify for last year's FC Pro Open. He wasn't involved at all. His season got going around the February-March mark where he won the MLS all the way out in the United States. Took that momentum forward and had a fantastic run, not just in the FC Pro World Championship, but winning the Esports World Cup in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which was the last event of the FC 24 season. Quick corner play, do you know where that one's going to go? A chance to ask you as well at home another question in the chat. We've just been speaking about play style pluses there. What's the most effective? What's your go-to? What's your favourite play style in the game right now? You are going to see a lot of power shot finesse. That long ball pass.
That's a big mistake.
This could be 5. We haven't even got to half-time. It should be 5, really. He's had 2 great chances there in the last few in-game minutes. Jafonso's got Nick Sneb in whatever situation this is. He has to make the most of it and try and find a 5th or a 6th. Just been suffocated, and whatever press this is, he can't move. Jafonso, oh, that's clever. Towards the back post, Courtois keeps Nick Sneb maybe in this game. It's another chance for he cycles. It is non-stop Portuguese pressure. The Jafonso finds a 5th.
See that ball? Oh my gosh. This ball right here, I'll be honest, if somebody at home tells me they saw that, you're lying. You didn't. He plays it in. This is a simple one, of course. Charlton across the face of goal. Sneb's not happy. He's not happy at all. And it's a tough one because when you're down by 5, let alone against anyone, against the ranked #1 player in the world, it's not only an uphill battle, but it's more or less done.
We can speak all we want about 9.5 here, Ryan. It gets to a point where mentally, from someone who's played such a long time in this e-sport, Ryan, you just check out mentally.
I just don't see Jafonso conceding 5. Jafonso he's very happy to slow the game down when he needs to and just keep possession. And yeah, I just don't see a way in which he concedes 4, let alone 5.
Added time of 2 minutes. Marek Hamsik as well. What a fantastic addition he's been to the game this year. His hero item, I think, is actually one of the most popular in the game. Surely not 6 before half-time.
He loves that ball over the top, though. It's been very, very effective for him in this first half.
Well, another update for you. It's kicked off in the second half, this one. Instant start. Stingray. 4-1 he leads. Let's join that game live just while we're in a pause. Before that, though, there is an update here as well. Mark 11 has kicked off his second half in the best way possible. Team Footballers will be happy. Kenny Dalglish finds his second of the game. 3-2 he leads. This is live now, we're hearing. Just as our main featured game is in a pause. Jafonzo, 5-0 he leads against Nixneb. Some of these results, Ryan, especially that Jafonzo, I did not expect that start.
Just a man on a mission, to be honest. He's signed for his new club in Al-Nassr Esports, was powered by Makers. Sharif on the attack, though. Drogba's in the box, doesn't manage to play a lot over to him. I think the intention was to flick it over to Drogba, but it didn't work that way. Ball in behind there.
Hello, friends.
Well, as always, in typical FC Pro fashion, we always bring a guest on a half-time. I mean, I didn't invite this guest. He just picked up the headset and came over. FG, welcome in, mate.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm here to call out Stokes because I just went on the street. I couldn't even hear you said I dressed like one. So yeah, I literally have just gone in the commentary box just to speak to him and tell him that I see him.
I saw you earlier. I'm sure you got another top you can change into, no?
Ryan, you know this headset? How do you get the headset? Not ruin your hair.
You don't. It's done.
I think he's the only person I've seen wear a headset like that. Just get it on. Just get it on.
It's deeper, isn't it?
Don't want to ruin the trip,
Right,
mate.
what we're going to do, FG, I'm going to give you my iPad. Don't drop it.
Thank you.
Twitch chat's open. Speak to the chat. Ask them some questions. Get them involved while we focus on our first round of action here.
Wow.
It will be hard to keep up on this. A lot of people say, what's the Mystery Nation?
Well, I mean, like you said, there's a hero. One hero with that nation. So if you're watching, that's all I know so far. Wait. Hello, Seth. How are you, mate? Oh, it's moving so quick, bro. Look how quick it's moving.
Marcus just timed it red, but the keeper went missing anyway. 4-2.
That shot cancelled from Mark there, and we'll see the replay of it. That was incredible. He mistimed it, which obviously he wouldn't have intended to, but when the goalkeeper moved from Sharif like that, you kind of course, you go with the consequences. I still stand by the fact, though, Brandon, if a shot is red-timed, it should never go on target.
I agree.
That's me. But it's still, the way he worked it, this is the talent in there. Stingray again on the attack, first time through ball. Drogba, he's going to power shot, isn't he? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no, I'm not wrong. Power shot, Drogba, 5-1.
He loves that Drogba.
Yeah. And there's a reason why Stingray is one of the best players. He's just utilising the meta of the game. It might not be pretty in some instances, but it doesn't matter. It gets him wins, it gets him the points.
I mean, what I will say as well, whilst we're watching all this action, is this chat is moving absolutely phenomenally. We see you all, we see all your comments, we're trying our best to read them. It's great to see so many people engage. How about we put some love in the chat for Mr. Brandon Smith, the best esports commentator in the world.
Crazy.
What a time to be alive. And he got a cake as well, and I'm definitely going to eat it.
Yeah, I had a couple slices already.
Yeah, we can't lie, it was a nice, wasn't it? It was a nice cake.
Congratulations again, Brandon. We see you all, by the way. Very, very well deserved. The best around by a country mile. Hello to everyone in the chat. Someone just called me Tiny.
Just a quick one, FG. We asked the chat, favourite play style plus in the game. Obviously, we're understanding that we're going to see a lot of power shot finesse here in the FC Pro.
Ping pass. Aaron knows.
You know what, right?
Aaron knows. Ping pass is serious, you know. Very serious.
You know what? I'm with Tex on this, and I'm saying finesse. You know what?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying
as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Answer as well. Right, so listen, because I can't do power shots.
Why?
Because I miss every time and can't green time. Yeah, mate, I'm with finesse.
Sorry, I agree. Power shot's so satisfying. The reason you miss, you got to aim it. It's manual aiming. You got to make sure it's on target at least.
Do you know what a power shot reminds me of?
What?
Game breaker.
I swear to you, I knew you were going to say that. I'm not even joking. I knew
the
it.
way of the game breaker, you break your leg. That's a serious throw
That's
like
a
that.
throwback. That shows your age, Brandon, you know.
I was just about to say, you're getting a bit old there, Brando. I mean, a lot of people in the chat as well. Block Plus, Mr. Knight says long ball. Look how quick this moves.
Power header.
179,000.
See, the thing is, I'm seeing power header. Dead ball, if you're, you know what it is for. Dead ball, corners, free kicks as well. But the thing is, I feel like you can score free kicks and corners without them. Without dead ball, sorry. So it's a great play style, but it's
I'm
not my
surprised I haven't seen Aerial Plus mentioned enough in this chat. Because
Give it a few months.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be sick of it.
Levy David, over to you, my friend, with that Weghorst.
About Weghorst. We'll speak about that as well as this game continues to unfold. But let's leave this one from there. Go back to our featured game because Jafonzo was 5-0 up. What a start he's had. The #1 ranked player on our FC Pro rankings. He has conceded. Nixdem has got a goal back, but Ryan, 30 minutes, a 4-goal cushion. No player at this level should be conceding that many.
No, of course, but it's a consolation in this game. But for the overall dynamics of the group, we don't know how important the goal difference would be when it comes down to it. So it's of course good to just get a couple back at least, try and save face a bit, give you confidence for the next round. And I'm sure Nixdem knows he didn't start as well as he would have liked to.
Let's talk about it as well. We've been speaking about it in the first half. The FC Pro Live campaign, FG. Where are you putting your money?
Well, I'm putting all my money in Nathan Ake because I'm very biased. But I really like that Weghorst. I really like Levy David as well. I mean, Jafonso's on fire as well.
Yeah, he's made me a lot of coins, to be honest. I've
made a few investments, haven't we, Ryan?
Cashed out already. 50k profit per card, I'm gone.
I want to know from the Twitch chat as well who you guys are investing in, because listen, I'm the type of guy to read something and copy you. So
hold on, this drop pass, nuts. You see the pace? He's just got to pull away from the defence there. Heads it down, power shot into the corner.
Tarifa just pulled one back there. 4 goals to 3. Again, 3 games taking place at the same time. If you have just tuned in, it's week 1 of our FC Pro Open for the brand new season. 8 weeks in total. And of course, our championship final moment will be on that weekend of the 1st of February. $500,000 prize. But what's the chat saying, FG? If we've got some suggestions coming in from the FC Pro Live items, let us know. Who are you buying, investing? Who have you packed? Maybe I saw you pack one. Of course you packed the Man City one.
Yeah, I did indeed. I mean, Sam Morsey has said, Sam Morsey. Someone said, I sold Carvalho too early and won a more.
Listen, you got to take the profit when you see it. I'm with you.
Right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
There's some good shouts. You know, I mean, Bino Gittins is so good. I think we've not really spoken about him enough.
Yeah, I've got a couple.
You've been investing in everyone, right?
I've been invested. Seriously, I know my stuff. Trust me.
I see Pappy saying Gittins as well in the Twitch chat as well. It's great to see so many of you interacting. Please feel free to throw in as many questions as you want. I'm just going to keep jumping into the commentary.
So I'm looking at the screen here.
That Victor Osimhen is going to get so much love because it's a Galatasaray player representing a Galatasaray actual footballer. We've seen how crazy the Turkish community have been here following the FC Pro. They're going to go crazy for that Victor Osimhen.
That support was unparalleled. It was almost on the same level we saw last year with Sharif in Morocco. The support is unbelievable.
Well, there is a Moroccan FC Pro Live item, isn't it? Amrabat, who Sharif is representing here. Remember, 1 win tonight from any of our players will upgrade any of the FC Pro Live items, obviously the ones that they do represent, by a +1. Let's jump back to this one now. Faku Cohen has scored that with David Ginola. 90 minutes left on the clock.
There's time. FG, random one. What's your favourite Shakira song?
You know what? I mean, that's the nation. She's one I love. You know, I'm a big Shakira fan, a massive Shakira fan, actually. But yeah, very random on that. Don't know what that's about.
Waka Waka. That's Shakira.
Again, showing your age, Brandon.
He's getting a bit old today. He's aged like fine wine, Brandon.
Let's jump over here for a split second. Hello, Travella. Timed, not even timed, to be honest, that one. 4 goals to 3. Mark's still in the lead. Quick corner comes in. Again, this is Sharif here. We've got any Sharif fans in the building tonight? Keep an eye on that chat, FG. I'm sure there'll be a few Moroccan spectators tuning in to follow their player who's taken so much support
the
last 12 months. That was an idea there with the looping cross, was just a bit too heavy. That's in a pause now. Let's leave it and go somewhere else if we can.
But before we do, let's give a shout out to FCB fan 09 who highlighted his message and he said, Brandon,
what a legend.
I voted for you for the best commentator. What an absolute hero. We all voted.
Thank you very much.
You've not said it enough that you're the best commentator in the world.
You got to play it right. Technically, I've only got this for 365 days. So I need to enjoy it.
360.
Hold on.
Hello, what's going on here? Faku Cohen. You mentioned this Drogba, Ryan. They both got Drogba on the pitch here. Only a goal between those two. Remember, 9-minute halves here, just single matches. There's a lot of time
Can we just have a moment to say that every time a goal's going in, Ryan is getting on his phone to try and invest in these players.
That, guys, I'm telling you.
Ryan, you're here to work.
Job,
Ryan,
right?
you're here to commentate. You're not here to invest tonight.
We got to get a camera on this man. He's genuinely on his phone. I'm not even joking. He's on his phone, and I can see he's on the transfer list.
These coins don't make themselves.
Who are you investing in?
I got to sell my Bino Gittins now. Stingray's conceding. It's a bit too close. But listen, you got to cash in.
Last 10 in-game minutes here. Only a goal between them. There's that time. Green! Wow. Trivella! And Sharif makes it 4-4.
Can I just say to Richard and Buckley and Tex, who are laughing at me with the Trivellas, I see you guys over there. See what I mean? The Trivellas are dangerous. Hansen, back to Patry. Hansen's open, green timed. You can't really do anything. Precision shooting as well makes it even more effective for those at home. You have to use precision shooting in these tournaments.
And the word, of course, on the following this man has got. The Twitch chat has just gone,
hasn't it? With
crazy.
Rocket fans that are going crazy for him. Keep in mind tonight, 5 rounds of action as well, and then we'll do it all again in 4 weeks' time. Every group will have 2 match days. Every Monday night, same time, same place here in London. Back to this one now. Final 8 in-game minutes, just over that. Jafonzo is cruising to the most convincing victory I think we're going to be seeing tonight here. 5-2 he leads. Let's jump back to this one. We've got 2 games that are so tightly contested here. Only 1 goal between these two now. Stingray dispossessed. Big chance of Faku Cohen now to come and counter-attack. And the chance goes nowhere in the end. Let's jump around again. 5 in-game minutes left here. 4-4. Have we got a winner in this one, or is it going to be a point evenly split between the two? Keep in mind, it's top 3 that go through out of the 6 to the knockout stages in the playoffs. That'll be February next year. Here is Mark looking to build up perfectly. Mbappe will delay and try and skill his way between 3 or 4 players. Be playing for the last attack here. Oh no, he's been dispossessed. Got to be careful with that through ball. Slightly rushed it. And the chance will fall back now the other way. For Sharif, potentially of a smash and grab in his opening matchup in the FC Pro Open. Let's see if he can make the most of it. Drogba Vinicius, couple of ball rolls to try and angle up the perfect pocket of space there. Steele is very much alive with this one. Goes all the way back to Zamprossa, his Centurion pick. Again, part of the restrictions this week. An 8 million coin budget with a selection of different promo items that had to feature in the squads. Added time of 2 minutes, 1 minute gone already. Still in possession is the Moroccan, just waiting for that right chance to try and break forward. Full-time result about to come in on that game on the left-hand side of your screen. Jafonzo is going to be a 5-2 victory, and we are going to be all square here. Ryan, 4-4 between the two, a point shared.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think Sharif done extremely well to keep possession that late on, done very well in possession, but he waited a little bit too late, and it gave sort of not enough time to push forward and probe to try and get the winner. But yeah, points are shared between Sharif and Mark.
Points are shared, but what a game. Welcome to FC Pro.
Is that onside? Surely not. Yeah, offside. I was going to say. Game ends though, Jafonzo 5-2 against Nixneb. It's a crazy start though from Jafonzo. It was 5-0 up. Unbelievable start from him, from the world-ranked #1 player in this competition and in the FC Pro ecosystem. For Nixneb, of course, their games later on today still got 4 more opponents to try and get some points on the board from.
It's crazy because he could have easily come in today with so much pressure on his shoulders, Jafonzo, and not been able to cope with it.
I mean, he coped, didn't he? I mean, what a start for him as well. A goal inside the first 2 minutes. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason he's world number 1.
5-0 up at half-time certainly helps your your opening
eases
game.
the nerves, definitely. Stingray, though, the nerves will be on his shoulders now. He has to keep possession and just hope that even if he does give it away, he can defend resolutely and stop Faku Cohen potentially scoring and equalising. It was 5-2 up, it's now 5-4.
Hello, Faku Cohen. This is your last chance now to potentially find an equaliser at 5-5. Also, when that full-time result comes through, Fabio Carvalho, +1 upgrade, guaranteed. Massive chance drop, but stopped in his tracks, and it's the Gravenberch FC Pro Live item that will give Stingray back possession. Just 2 minutes to see out his first win. And if you have invested in his FC Pro Live item, Bino Gittins, that's going to be a +1 upgrade for him as well. He's already over 300k on the market. He's going to get surely a little bit of an increase there.
Yeah, 450 to be precise, Brandon. 450.
Is he about to go up then in the next 10 in-game minutes? Probably, because it's a full-time result there. Stingray, 3 points on the board. Faku Cohen, bitterly disappointed, as you can understand.
It's a tough one to take for Stingray. I'm sure he'll be annoyed. I know how professional Stingray is in those games, but for Faku Cohen, again, it sort of just goes to the... I wouldn't even say the start. There was just a period in the game where Stingray got 2 or 3 goals in quick succession. It gave him a mountain to climb, and it just... The surge later on from Faku Cohen wasn't enough.
There is so much FC Pro to play, and what a first round of group matches we have just seen. We have seen so much. I mean, I'm intrigued to see how the Twitch chat are feeling after the first round of fixtures. Of course, the FC Pro Live campaign is one of the best campaigns in FC.
I love it.
I mean, if you are a trader or if you want to hedge your bets on who you think's going to do well, wow.
Absolutely. Again, as we said, there is so much to come from this show tonight. We're going to be giving away tactics from our pro players at the end of the show. We're going to be giving you some inside scoop as well of our brand new segment called R3, which is going to help you at home improve and get those extra wins on Ultimate Champions every weekend. That will be coming up after this break very shortly indeed. It's R3 coming up next, but before that, we asked some of our pro players a few questions coming into this year's FC Pro Open.
Cold. Boring.
What do you mean boring? I win 5-0.
It's boring.
That's crazy. Come on, let's be serious.
I don't have expectations. I don't know.
Mado. No.
Yeah.
You scored a goal with
Salah. You wouldn't even qualify.
You scored a goal with
You didn't
Salah.
qualify.
Nice pass, trust.
You weirdo.
You can survive.
You're a bad person.
You can survive without eating one day. Give me water.
I'm good. You're a nerd.
PlayStation tournaments are on PS5. Featuring FC 25. Challenge more players and find more ways to win. Get ready to compete on a global stage with new and exciting daily tournaments, all at the press of a button. So whether you're a seasoned competitor or just starting, come for the challenge and leave with glory and incredible prizes. It's time to join the competition. Sign up now on PS5.
PlayStation.
Right, to play FC25 and win prizes on PlayStation tournaments. To sign up, look for the in-game PlayStation Tournaments button or head to the FC25 Game Hub. Bring your best squad, show your skills and compete for prizes and more. If you want more rewards, join in on the action of the FC Pro Open match days at Twitch/EA Sports FC or YouTube/EA Sports FC Pro to complete FC Pro Season 2 and earn your viewership rewards. All rewards are untradeable. By watching 15 minutes of match day 1 of FC Pro Open, you're eligible to receive FC Pro Live Benzema on loan. Watch an hour and you can claim a rare players pack. For more information, go to www.fcpro.com. And here we go, and here we're about to see our winning moments from the first match. I mean, what a first round of fixtures that was, Brandon.
Absolutely. I mean, what a start from the players such as Jafonzo, #1 ranked in the world, and what a start he has had here, as we said. Was 5-0 up before half-time. We thought maybe there was too much pressure on him coming into the FC Pro Open. He said there is absolutely zero pressure on me. What a start he's had. And also, we must mention a couple of upgrades already happened there, especially for Stingray, and more importantly, Fabio Carvalho of Jafonzo. +1 already. So if you've got an FC Pro Live item, you've got upgrades coming.
You have indeed got upgrades coming. I love the way that you bought the trophy with you. Let's take a look at the table. Group A as it stands. Very, very early days though, Brandon. Of course, the players will be competing again in a few weeks' time. This is the first round of Group A fixtures, but I mean, it's so important to get off to a great start, isn't it?
I think we underestimated last year of how poorly some first weeks were from players and how much they had to catch up on when they came back after the Christmas period. It is so vital that you pick up X amount of points from week 1 across all the 4 weeks, because it's only top 3 that will be going through to those knockout stages.
I mean, look, let's take a look at the highlights, shall we? That man, Jafonzo, was absolutely sensational. We spoke about it earlier on, about whether the pressure would get to him. Well, didn't really look like it, did it, Brandon?
No, not at all. 5-0 up, he was in front at half-time. Stingray might have gone 1-0 down in the game, but he flipped the script on its head, and we saw a great showcase there of Didier Drogba on both sides of the screen of how important he's going to be, especially tonight.
I mean, we saw in the other games as well, goals, goals and goals galore. We hope for more of the same.
Absolutely. Again, crazy to say, the only the game that was a draw wasn't goalless. It was a 4-4 thriller with Mark 11 in there and Cherry.
Well, listen, I'm going to send you off. I don't know whether to send you off as a 2 now. I want you to go and find someone to go and give him a little interview, and I'm going to head off, and I'm going to take the camera with me. You know, follow me. Let's go for a little walk around our lovely studio, shall we? Mr. Ryan Pessoa, guess who has got a call up again to the analysis desk? Well, unfortunately, you're going to teach me how to play this game because I'm awful.
You said it, not me. You said it, not me.
What have you got for me, Ryan?
Yeah, we're here at the analysis desk, of course. We're going to have a segment in the show, the R3 segment. It's where we teach you at home how to improve your game. I'll give you the controller. We'll start off with the basics.
Okay.
I'll give you the controller.
How do you pass?
Yeah.
I know
the thing is, I've seen the gameplay. You might not be joking. That's the problem. But there'll be clips as well for you at home to see. We're going to be teaching you how to do a ball roll into a trivela. For me, it's very basic. A lot of people in the chat have been asking for it, but I think it's quite an easy thing to do.
Did you just say, for me, it's very basic? Let me know in the chat if you think it's basic.
Come on, that's
a ball roll
stuff.
into a trivela, right?
If you can't do that at rank 6, you're in trouble.
Listen, if you can't do that, stay with us, because Ryan's about to teach us, and if you don't, that's a you problem.
Yeah, okay? Let's see the clip first, though, before we dive into it. We'll see it. It's Mbappe running in behind here. Ball rolls inside, and then a green-timed trivela into the top corner. We've got another one as well, just to give you that extra bit there. The ball roll there inside with Mbappe, with Montaxa. We'll show you. We've got the controllers here in front of us. We've got the camera directly above me, so we're able to pan in on the controller. And it's very, very easy to do at home. Again, trivelas on the outside, they're so effective this year.
It's not easy, bro.
Trivelas are really easy.
Trivelas are effective, but the whole ball roll, like, you have to do it into a certain way.
Yes, okay, so ball rolls are very easy to do. It's, again, R3 for a reason. You use the right analog stick. You can see it's very, very simple. It's very, very simple to do. When you do a ball roll, you need to let go of everything. So if you're holding sprint, L2 or L1, whichever it is, you let go completely. You just do the right analog stick if you want to go to cut inside to the left side this way, and if you want to go to the right side, of course, you move the right analog stick to the right side. Now, a ball roll is very simple, but I'd say the intricacies come from just using it with other aspects of the game. Again, trivela in this situation, we saw with the Mbappe clip, you ball roll to the right, you hold L2 afterwards, and you then shoot. But the thing is, you don't tap shoot. You need to make sure you power it up, maybe 2 bars, 2.5 bars, depending on the distance away from goal. Again, you'll see it from the clips whilst it's going on. Mbappe, he's sprinting down, cuts inside, It's a ball roll inside. There you can see it with the right stick. He lets go, holds L2 and then shoots, powers it up enough, and of course aiming the left analog stick to the top corner. And that's how you get the accuracy, the power as well, and it opens up angles. A ball roll Trevell is so easy to do, and it's, in my opinion, essential to add to your game.
Yeah, good luck to everyone who's watching now.
No, come on, you have to do it.
No, I can do it, but the problem I've got... Listen, Brandon's waiting. The best esports commentator in the world's waiting. Listen, if you enjoyed that, please let us know in the comments down below, but yeah, Brandon's with Sharif.
Cheers, guys. I thought I'd just bring the trophy along because sort of my best friend at the moment. Sharif is joining me now. You're up against the #1 ranked player in our FC Pro World Rankings, Jafonzo next. Talk to me firstly, a 4-4 result. You're still unbeaten, point on the board. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel that I'm doing a great job. Unfortunately, I gave 2 goals in the last match, but now I'm playing against the #1 on the world, so I'm more motivated.
Well, a little fact for this game as well. These two have never played before, so it's a first matchup here at the FC Pro Open. Let's talk about the Moroccan support. There's a lot of Moroccans watching right now. They'll be hoping that you can do well and Amrabat can get an upgrade tonight. Why are they so crazy about you?
I don't know. It's like that in Morocco in like everything. I really want to thank them, and I love them all, really. All of the Moroccans who's watching now, I really love them from the bottom of the heart.
Amazing stuff. Go and get ready for your next game. I'm going to give you a little treat as well because there's been a lot of Moroccans sending their love in for Sharif here at the FC Pro Open. Check this out.
Now I'm the first Moroccan to qualify to the FC Pro World Championship and also the first Moroccan to qualify for the FC Pro World Championship knockout.
He stays in, it's saved!
Look at this guy, man. I'm really proud of you, Sharif.
احنا تايقين فيك كيما شرفتينا ان شاء الله غادي تعاود تشرفنا.
Strikes across goal! It's Sharif with 10 to play!
Coming up next is the EAFC Pro Open. The entire Moroccan community will be with you.
Full time!
Skill, passion, heart, why we all call you the golden boy.
شريف كنتمنى لك غير التوفيق ان شاء الله في الشامبيونشيب.
All the Moroccan community are behind you.
The Moroccan is causing mayhem here in Berlin!
So proud of all the Moroccan fans, the Moroccan community, all the people who gave me the best support ever.
Let's go, Sharif!
Well, he's certainly got the support from all of Morocco and Africa, does Sharif, and he will need it coming into this game. He's taking on the #1 player in the world, Jafonzo. It's an absolute pleasure to be in the commentary position with Tex. Tex, I've got to ask you, this game, it's a big one. Jafonzo looked pretty ridiculous in the opening game against Nixneb.
Yeah, now Jafonzo is the world #1, and he looked like the world #1 in that first game. He was 5-0 up in like 40 minutes, so I think Sharif, he could be in danger here, but with the support of the people, you never know.
For a long time in your career, I feel like you've been trying to almost like silence the doubters a little bit. Do you think Jafonzo's feeling a little bit the same? Like, there's a lot of people saying he shouldn't be #1. If he puts up a great performance here, does he sort of say, you know what, the rankings don't lie?
Yeah, I'd say the generic consensus is that he's not the best in the world right now. However, this is the best chance to prove it. Week 1 of the Pro Open, and the game is underway.
Set your stall out early, let people know that the top dog is here to play as he comes forward here with Kylian Mbappe. Virgil van Dijk is across. It's Jafonzo kicking from right to left in that yellow strip of Al Nassr, and he has opened the deadlock just sitting against Nixneb in the opening 3 minutes.
Do you want me to be honest with you?
Talk to me.
I think this game could be 6 or 7. Now, it's a brave call, but you see the way he started the Nixneb game, you see the way he started this game. He means business tonight, I'm telling you that.
Sharif a little bit hard done by, or?
Nah, it's good play. It's good play, and then the composure to shoot near post. Bobby Charlton, as I say, that pick's a bit dodgy, but you know it's working. So maybe he knows better than me.
The other players that are competing right now in round 2 of Group A, Fakou Cohen taking on Nixneb. A win necessary for both of those two players as they're bottom of the table as it stands after 1 game has played, and Stingray taking on Mark 11. That's going to be a cracker. I'm sure we'll try and keep you up to date with what is happening over there. They've not quite kicked off yet, I don't think, in that particular matchup. We'll be keeping up to date with everything, goals, highlights, misses, and all the drama here at the FC Pro Open. If you've got any questions for Tex, this is the perfect chance to do it as well. He's joined me on commentary for the entire game, and if you want tips, tricks, his opinion, This is the time to ask. Didier Drogba here coming forward. A little bit of L1 dribbling, but couldn't quite find his way through as a player locked down the line for Kylian Mbappe. Van Dijk's quick, but he's not that quick. Just holds him up enough, and Jafonzo has to go back, bring more players into play. Bobby Charlton, good tackle.
I think every time Jafonzo comes forward, I expect him to create a chance. From watching that first game and this one, he just looks like he's in a lot of the time. And where Sharif can counter though, his timing of his through balls is unbelievable. That's where I think he excels as a player, his timing and his player locks as well.
I mean, he was the surprise package in Berlin at the FC Pro World Championships. You were actually there competing as well, and from our position as the commentary team and the pundits, from you as a player, I'd go out on a limb and say nobody had him down to do what he did.
Nah, and if I'm being totally honest, I looked into the knockouts after I lost my game to Abu Maka to get out of groups, and I was disappointed because I was like, yeah, that's a nice matchup. But then I watched him and I was like, oh, maybe it's a good thing I lost.
And maybe that's what other players were thinking. And he came and caught them off guard. As you can see, the FC Pro Live items that they are representing as well. I've already seen some hype around Fabio Carvalho. On the other side of it, Amrabat will be upgraded due to Sharif's performances over tonight's action. Bobby Charlton looking for it, but just offside.
Those Pro Live items ain't looking good for you. You bought 15 Oxlade-Chamberlains
and the rest.
and then Nick Sneb's lost 5-2. So we was in the corner before this game started, and Richard Butley, he was not a happy man. He was not.
Well, let's have a look at some of those questions coming in for Tex. When are you playing? That's a simple one. Get you started.
Week three. So I'll be back for some more commentating in other weeks, but week 3, that's the main show.
Thoughts on the Alonso SBC?
The Alonso SBC. Oh, this is meant to be my job, but I haven't seen it. What play style he's got?
I believe it's long ball pass.
Oh, he's unbelievable then.
What's your opinion on Flair Plus?
Flair. All right. Listen up, cap control.
Are we trolling? Are we trolling?
Don't put that comment on my screen. It's the worst play style in the game.
How do I get better at the game? From El Cojandre.
There's a good YouTube channel and it's called DH Tex, and I think maybe you should give that a watch. That's my suggestion.
Well, there you have it. Any more questions? Get them in the chat.
But now, realistically, just learn to green time your shots, because you'll score so many more goals. You can shoot from different angles, you can shoot from wherever you want, and the chances of it flying in is way higher.
I've already seen a few people asking me in the DMs, can you leak the Mystery Nation? No, that is the answer, but get those guesses coming in. What I'll do is I'll tell you where it's not. So, Van der Sinne, it's not Vietnam. Khoi Kai, it is not Finland. It's not Finland, David. You can both type it, but it's not. Didier Drogba with the strike, he was offside. Shakira, so is it Spain from Tao the Watcher?
He might be onto something, or is he? You tell me.
And Aguila, Australia, it is not the home of Mark 11. We had that last year, if you remember, with Pieface doing a shoey. It was a great time. But it is not Australia. We will give you more hints and tips and clues on what that Mystery Nation is throughout the show, and we'll reveal it if you're still wanting the answer later on today. Jafonzo with the press high up the pitch, slides in Mbappe. Talk about a Trivela, Ryan Pessoa. He listened, he watched, and he has scored.
You know, every time a Trivela goes in now, I get angry because of Ryan. But no, it's a good press from Jafonzo. It's just a simple goal, and he's making it look easy, to be honest with you.
Did he need to play a lot of that pass, Sharif?
No, but it's swings and roundabouts. That's what he's best at. He'll score a goal from that. He can concede a goal from it, but I'm pretty sure he'll score way more than he concedes from doing it. So stick to his game plan.
A lot of people in that chat getting those guesses in. Let's have a look around what else is happening. Stingray versus Mark 11, 20 minutes in. This is live action as it stands at the moment. 0-0. What are you expecting from this one, Ted?
This is a good game. This is evil versus good. Mark plays good FC. Stingray plays the opposite. A lot of through balls, first time power shots, so...
Training partners, do you think? Probably played a few games before this?
I don't... Hello?
Oh, handshake! Edge of the box, Mark 11 goes 1-0 up because he's Stingray's reaction to it.
I'm with him. I'll be looking at my goalkeeper there. Keeper's got to save that one. Keeper's got to save that one. But I don't think they would have played a lot of games recently. Obviously, they've known for a while they've been in the same group. However, they are the type of people just to play earlier in the day for the sake of it. So.
Just to get some games in.
Yeah.
Denman demanding the water bottle back. Faku Cohen and Nick Snebb, both players at the bottom of the leaderboard as it stands at the moment. Could be a chance here over the top, just offside.
Big game this from Momentum.
Must win. This early on.
I wouldn't say a must win, but it's a big momentum change. Obviously, as you can see, if you lose your first 2 games, it doesn't go well. Look at me, look at Bonanno.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to lose your first 2 games.
It's a must-win for Richard Buckley's Ultimate Team, I'll tell you that, because that Oxlade Chamberlain will be flying up at the moment. Dinked over the top, keeper doesn't come, Sol Campbell just pokes it away. We've got a lot of people doing co-streams today as well. Shout out everyone who's doing a co-stream and supporting this fantastic tournament, the FC Pro Open. Lots of different languages as well, which is great to see. Here is Oxlade Chamberlain. Show me a performance. The only problem is it's Faku Cohen who's got it.
It's the wrong team, mate. It's the wrong team. But nah, to be honest, if I was Sneb, I would change formation in that game. You started against Jafonzo in the 5-3-2 and you was 5-0 down in 40 minutes, and you switched and you scored 2 and you won the second half. So if I was him, I would switch. But obviously, I'm not him, and I'm sat here.
He's got so much support, does Sharif, from people at home, the Moroccan community, the African community. Get that support in for Sharif right now. He needs it to pull him back into this game against the #1 player in the world. The Esports World Cup champion earlier on in the year, Jafonzo, when he started this tournament. As you would expect the top dog to do. Kylian Mbappe, a lovely little dink over the top, just nods it home.
Dangerous. You don't feel like he's ever going to lose the ball. He's calm, he's cool, he's composed, and he's looking a real threat. I'm not going to lie.
Great beard as well, Jafonzo.
Oh, that's impeccable.
Stellar. That's the sort of thing that I dream about. A lot of people dream about winning the FC Pro Open. I dream about having a beard like that.
If I didn't wake... Hello.
Bobby Charlton, power shot cancelled.
If I didn't wake up and shave every day, I reckon I could grow that Jafonzo beard. What do you think?
I think you and B. Smith are in the same boat with the beard. Rafael Leao, the runner's off the ball, and Mbappe dinks it through, he gets in front of him and he goes to the chip.
And that's the confidence of the #1 player in the world.
This game, I'm going to go out on a limb, and it could and maybe should be 3 or 4-0.
Yeah, as I'm predicting.
Yeah.
As I'm predicting.
And that's no knock on Sharif, but Jafonzo's pressure off the ball, his decision making, he has looked
It's just the way he keeps the ball on the edge of the box and sends runners. It's really hard. If you watch the next attack, look at the way he sends his centre mid, sends his wingers.
And what's he like to play against that? How on earth do you even defend against that?
You got to apply pressure to the ball. If you back off, then there's going to be 2, 3, 4 runners, and you eventually can't guard it.
So when you're talking about the runners off the ball, it's those players who's got their hand out, who's pointing.
Yeah.
And for people at home, how would you do that? How would you get those players making those runs?
So what you want to do, you want to hold L1 and point with the left stick to the player you want to make that run. So here, if you want to send the striker, L1 aim forward, and it would send the striker.
And that's on the right stick as well. You're flicking the right stick, is it?
Is it the right stick? Oh, I don't know. Left stick or right stick, L1, and you point at that player.
1-0 up, Mark 11 with 5 minutes left to go here. Theo Hernandez with the ball through, but Tar just about gets the interception and gets a little bit fortunate.
And also you can hold R1 and the player will come to feet. It's another little tip for you lot.
Just making my foot champs even harder. Thank you very much. And Mbappe at the near post. He's blazed it over the bar. Big chance.
Mark's looking dangerous here. Mark is looking dangerous.
It's the first time through ball over the top. A couple of questions here coming in. How is it going with Zizinho as a coach, Tex?
Very good. We got a good success rate from the first tournament.
Yep.
One tournament, one qualification. But I think the real test comes week 3, Group C.
Tough group.
And we're going to find out how it's really going then. But I got confidence in me and Zizinho. And I'm hoping to top the group. Not top 2, top 3, top the group.
Think over the top there. We'll get to that question in 1 second, because there could be a chance. It's squandered. Courtois just about does it off Burke. Bobby Charlton or Zico? Or neither. Can you give another suggestion to that question?
Nah, to be honest, I'm giving a bit too much hate on Bobby Charlton. He's actually quite good. 5-star weak foot, power shot play style. I would say Bobby Charlton. Although Zico, dangerous. Good player.
Last question here before we get back underway. Which Pro Live item are you using? I think it might mean what item would you use and then what item are you representing?
Okay, so the item I would use, very simple answer here, Gravenberch. I've said it twice already on the show and I'll say it again. The best midfielder in the game, potentially. However, the player I'm representing, Nathan Ake, currently 88 rated.
Have you bought Gravenberch? Are you hyping his price up at the minute?
No, you've caught on to me. You've caught on to me.
Do you have 5 Gravenberch in your transfer list?
No, only 8.
Jafonso there deep down the line. If anyone's going to keep it in, it is Theo Hernandez. Just about flicks it back to Mbappe. Extra pass, Van der Ven with the block. And that is a much-needed pause coming in from Sharif. Let's have a look what else is happening across the games. Facu Cohen and Nixneb still 0-0. Surprised by this? I mean, there were a lot of goals scored and conceded in the last game between these two. I thought there might have been.
It's a cagey game though, you're both coming off a loss.
Do they both know they have to win? Or it's important to get a win now after the last game's performance?
Yeah, and I feel there's a lot of... Ooh.
Oh, the scoop turn, he's in! Nixneb with the opening goal, 50 minutes on the clock.
I don't know about that. If I'm Facu Cohen, I'm looking at my defender. You need to get that ball for me. But obviously, it didn't happen this time. And Sneb takes the lead, 1-0.
It's a beautiful goal. It's the sort of attacking play that you expect from FG at 5-a-side.
There's just no need for it, is there? I just got here, I'm actually very upset because I got told that I've got to wear the headset properly. My hair's in the mud.
Stingray against Mark 11. Mark was 1-0 up, but a Drogba finish from Stingray puts him back into the game. A lot of time on that game. I think our featured match is a little bit further ahead, 55 on the clock there, so we'll see a couple of different full times coming in here.
It's a good last 7 minutes to watch that game.
It is.
That game. Always break. Don't want to say anything. Before FG, shut up.
listen. Talk to me a second.
Oh, Sharif is in behind and Didier Drogba floats it over the top of the goalkeeper. We're going to have to look back at that goal. I need to see how it went in. I think it was a first time through ball. Let's have a look at it. Walker into Hansen. There's a player lock into Graham Hansen, and then that dink over the top of the goalkeeper from Sharif.
Every goal is Drogba.
I really want Drogba, bro. I really want Drogba. I didn't understand it before the start of this, but I remember it last year with FC Pro. It was Erling Haaland. I want Didier Drogba. Let me know in the Twitch chat if you want Didier Drogba too, just like me.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and tell you a little bit about Didier Drogba as well, because from the start of the broadcast to now, he's up 85k.
This is what happened with Erling Haaland. I did not invest.
I should have. What are we doing?
Should I buy him now?
No. Get the companion app out. Nah, next year I'm making so many coins.
I've just seen in the Twitch chat as well. I don't know if this is true, but Milbank, I believe you. He said Carvalho is already extinct. I'm not surprised.
That's really sad news because Ryan Pessoa's got about 50 of him.
Yeah, he's sat there smiling as well on the right-hand side. We'll see you, Ryan, the investor. Buckley, how's your investments going?
Yeah, good, mate. Jafonso coming forward. Diego Dallo into the box, into Kylian Mbappe, green timed. Goalkeeper goes down and Jafonso reinstates that 2-goal lead.
I think it's mad that at this point on the game, the two most important players potentially, Didier Drogba and Theo Hernandez. 6 out of 6 people, Theo Hernandez in their squad.
Asking questions of the keeper again? Or you green timed inside the box?
It's one of them. If you're the attacker, you greened it, you want the goal. If you're the defender, my keeper's got to save it.
Tex, how much has this game changed since the global qualifiers?
A lot. I think the best formation has changed to a 4-4-1-1. A lot of formation with cams now. I think cams are integral, especially against a 4-4-2. You're going to have the centre attacker mid in a lot of space. So I think formation-wise, the game changed loads.
Let's have a look at this. Nixneb going through on goal. Theo Hernandez, you talk about being one of the most important players in the game, and he has doubled his lead. And if you are invested in Oxlade-Chamberlain, he is on his way up and up.
Spoken like a man who is invested in Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Oh, it's open. It's gone down. Stingray. It was the McGeady spin inside the box. Lauren James with it. Virgil van Dijk. Too strong in the tackle. Bruno Fernandes steps up and puts Stingray 2-1 up.
Could potentially have 2 runaways in this group.
Yeah.
Alfonso, Stingray.
With all the players available, with 8 million coins in the budget, are you surprised that at 12k, Bruno Fernandes is one of the most impactful players in the game?
Nah, it's the play styles. It's the play styles. Bruno Fernandes long ball, the most important. Would you say that's the most important play style you can have? I think so, especially with a cam. You can play the balls in behind, and it suits Stingray's play style perfectly. Just love through ball. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me one bit.
Now, we already asked the Twitch chat earlier on for their favourite play styles. Like, I mean, how many of you guys have got that Bruno Fernandes or any version of Bruno Fernandes in your ultimate team? Because I'm so intrigued. I'm so happy to try and learn. I really like the fact that there's a gold item still getting used as well.
Yeah. Nah, I think he'll still be getting used for a while as well. I don't see.
Rafael Leao's pass across the box.
So good. It's so. Just what, you know, I'm gonna sit and clap for you. Actually, it's special. The extra. He's just so calm with the ball. I don't understand how he does it. When I get back home, I'm gonna sit and watch the Fonzo game.
You should be watching it now, pal.
Shut up. Who invited you here? It was me and Buckley having a good time, and you've come along.
I actually just wanted in on the action, to be fair. I'm reading the Twitch chat as well. A lot of guesses about our Mystery Nation, Mr. Richard Buckley.
Power shot, Valverde, good save from Courtois. What guesses are coming in?
I mean, there's quite a lot, actually. We've seen Scotland, we've seen Germany. I mean, what I will say is, the clue that I've been giving away is I actually really like using the hero. We see Argentina as well.
Bobby Charlton inside the box, Van Dijk, good defending. Denmark.
We've got Ghana as well from Fets. Yeah, I love the guesses. Keep them coming in, guys.
Well, Gary Rudland, it's Argentina. I tried it, it is Argentina. Gary, I'm going to break it to you. It's not Argentina.
It might be Gary, don't listen to him, but it isn't Argentina. Not this week.
Great country, though. Just not the Mystery Nation. Diaby. Twisting and turning inside the box. Good step from Sharif. There's a little bit of time left in that game. There's a lot of time in this one. 70th minute, 20 minutes left to play. As Stingray adds a third. And maybe puts himself out of reach against Mark 11 with 6 points out of 6. There's a very likely probability.
Look, there's groundbreaking news here.
Groundbreaking, talk to me.
Weghorst has entered the pitch for Sharif.
Yeah.
Is this a sign of things to come? Get him the ball and let's see what he can do.
Well, he's got power header plus, doesn't he? Which, imagine that was aerial.
It could be aerial, depending on Levy's performance.
Yeah, if Levy was to go on and win the FC Pro Open and get that extra playstyle plus. The Arbit dipped into the box, diving header, 5-1. Jafonso is here. Jafonso has played 2 games. Jafonso has scored 5 goals in each. Jafonso is very good at the game.
He's just a level above right now. When's that Jafonso Sting game? I want to watch it.
Bit of a question from the Twitch chat, actually. Text directed at you from Erte9. Tex, what is your IRL playstyle plus? Well, it's not Bruiser, is it?
Why not?
It's not Bruiser.
We can have a fight right now. I'll beat you up.
We'll keep it PG on the broadcast. What would your IRL playstyle be?
You know, I will go for a little incisive pass. I think it's a winger's dream to play with a player like me.
What's yours?
Pleasure anyway.
You don't have one.
I reckon FG's is probably long throw. Look, we all know he's been in the gym. We see it. Long throw plus. He's really struggling to put that headset away as well. We got there in the end. As playstyle plus.
What's yours?
Probably.
I've seen you play.
Probably intercept.
I think you're a Jamie Carragher type of defender.
Yeah, I see that.
Body on the line. I think block. That's your type of play. Just get in the way of the ball. Straight out of Barnsley.
Big bones. Easier to see. Good block. Sharif trailing 5-1. Didier Drogba with the power shot. 5-2.
Any chances of a comeback?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say no.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say no as well.
Glad we're on the same page. This was the goal. The player lock again proving useful. Wakehorse into Bruno Fernandes. Driven pass into Drogba, and that power shot when in the area. There is only one outcome.
Did you expect this type of start from Jafonzo?
No, for the simple fact I've not seen him play. We didn't see him at the global qualifier. I've not really seen him play much practice. I got the opportunity to watch him at Wiki Wednesday at our LAN event, and he got knocked out in the quarterfinals. So I've just not seen a lot from him. But what he's showing us today is here to play. And Nixneb with 3 points on the board, which means a +1 overall upgrade.
Did you sell your Oxlade-Chamberlain?
No, they're still there. And they are rising like a phoenix from the ashes.
Hello.
Sharif looking to add a third here. Wakehorse with the strike, but blazes it wide. Talk to me a little bit about precision shooting. Obviously a new addition this year. It's mandatory that you all use it if you're wanting to compete. How long did it take you to get used to? Are you used to it, and do you like it?
I hated it at the start because it's just a lot different, and people tend to hate new things.
Yep.
But I actually enjoy it a lot now. It makes your long shots are better, you can aim better, your Trevellas are better, your finesses are better. So if there was a situation you could use manual shooting again, I would stay.
Assistant.
Oh yeah, use assisted shooting again. I would stay precision.
Okay.
Which big claim, big claim. You should get on it.
I tried it.
You might get 7 weekend wins.
I tried it, but I just didn't really like it.
Why not? Didn't try hard enough. No passion?
Yeah. I felt as though my in-the-box finishing, the long shots I 100% agree with, but the in-the-box finishing, sometimes I'm not concentrating that much.
Is that it?
I just want the ball to go.
The concentration?
I just want it to go in when I press shoot.
That's fair enough.
Let's have a look what else is happening. Some really tight games. Georgia Stanway with the pass into Kylian Mbappe. That is 3-2. We're going to see it full time here. Jafonzo, if you are just joining us, won his first game 5-2. That was against Nixneb, and he has repeated the scoreline once again. 10 goals scored, 4 conceded, 6 points on the board, and he looks to be on his way to the top of the table.
Corner, little Weggles header, maybe?
Could be.
Maybe.
Whipped into the box, it's actually played short, Vinny Jr. Player lock, it's gone wrong, and that's it, full time. 5-2, Jafonzo, final thoughts from yourself, Tex. We've seen 180 minutes from the #1 ranked player in the world right now, and he looks like that ranking is deserving.
Yeah, he's a force at the moment. I'm excited for the Jafonzo Stingray game. They both got 2 wins at the moment. If they both go into that game with a 100% record, it could potentially mean first place.
Yeah. Final game to wrap up here from round 2. It's Nixneb and Faku Cohen.
And I do believe going into the second week in first place mentally is going to get you in the right space for that week 2, because you'll know you only need a couple more wins.
Talk about this comeback for Nixneb. Obviously his first defeat, he was 5-0 down in like half an hour. He's now turned it around in the second game, big 3-0 victory. it's a big comeback for him.
I mean, hello. Now, since he went 5-0 down in 40 minutes, he scored 5 without conceding.
Yep.
He scored 5 without conceding, and that's the best way you can bounce back. So, if he can carry on this momentum into the second game and get a win, then who knows? He could end the day on 4 straight wins, and then all of a sudden, he's in a title charge.
And just a quick one on the Fakukoen performance. He ran Stingray close. He's been beaten quite comprehensively there. What does he need to go on into round 3 to turn his fortunes around?
Forget performance. He needs a win. He needs to find a way to win. And I believe the South Americans on FC are the best at finding a way to win. Look at Bonanno. Look at Nicholas. So he needs to take a leaf out of their book, and we'll see.
Well, we will see indeed. Round 3 of the FC Pro Open rolls on. The action is must watch as Jafonzo and Stingray are at the top of the table at the moment. But very soon, someone's O has got to go. Who will it be? Make sure you stick with us. And during that little break, we've filmed something very quite nice, actually, because we asked all the players, rank yourself from worst to best, most likely to least likely. And here's what they had to say. It's got a good one, this. Have a look.
You're staying there, bud. I don't agree with me being here either, but...
Well, we're alright, you're
comfortably there. Nah, but...
I don't think I've ever heard Fakukoen say a word, so I don't know if he's angry or not.
Are you angry?
Oh,
can.
You back there.
Hey.
Back there.
Hey, Carl, he's world champion. Semi-finalist.
Twice world champion.
No, that doesn't count.
I'm a twice world champion.
We have beer, so we have our...
Exactly.
Go on, Fakukoen, let's all
That's good, yeah.
Right, let's move left then and let him in.
Where's the interface?
Me.
Yeah. I think Sharif is second.
No, you're first.
Me?
Yeah.
Not you?
Yo, Moroccan passion.
Sí, claro.
I'm pretty black.
I have passion, but he's inside.
PlayStation tournaments are on PS5. Featuring FC25. Challenge more players and find more ways to win. Get ready to compete on a global stage with new and exciting daily tournaments, all at the press of a button. So whether you're a seasoned competitor or just starting, come for the challenge and leave with glory and incredible prizes. It's time to join the competition. Sign up now on PS5.
PlayStation.
Welcome back to FC Pro, the FC Pro Open. It's Group A, and you are looking at some of the images of the matches we have just seen. Tex, talk me through what we're seeing on the screen.
Yes, it's been a good start for Jafonzo, a good start for Stingray, and a very bad start for Bakukoin.
Well, listen, you're looking at a QR code on the screen, and here's a date for your diary. Saturday, February the 1st here in London. We want you to come and join us at the live broadcast of the FC Pro 25 Open Finals. Simply scan that QR code to register and get yourself down here to see the best in the world, as well as the players who'll be here too. Make sure you scan the QR code. We really do want to see you here for the FC Pro Open Final. You might even get the chance to have a selfie with Tex as well.
I hope to be there, but I hope... Wait a second.
What's he doing there? Cadova. Interesting. Good hero. Very, very good hero.
Very good hero. A bit small.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. But, I mean, look, like I said, we want you to be here for the FC Pro Open Finals. We really, really do. And we also want to discuss, of course, what is going on today. I mean, there's a lot that's been happening, but there is an FC Pro Live campaign going on. And, oh, I can see him. Look, here he is. Mr. Richard, but I tell you what, Rich, come and join us. But I tell you what, you get yourself set up and let's take a look, shall we, at the table as it stands for people who have just joined us. He can't wait for this. Jafonso, like Tex said, has started absolutely brilliantly. 2 wins out of 2.
Yeah, I mean, he came in as the world #1, and he's looking like the world #1, and that's a hard thing to do. Stingray as well, he's proven to be a real force, so I wouldn't say this table right now is very surprising.
Yeah, it's not surprising, but it is very, very early days. I mean, Bakukoin at the minute is on 0 points, but he shouldn't really be worried because there is still another week to play here.
He should be worried. After you lose 2 games, I've seen firsthand how that ends up.
I mean, we also did see from you last year, though, Tex, and I'll give you your dues. Your second week here was absolutely brilliant, and he was that close.
You're being nice now. Thank you.
Let's just move on, shall we, to the live campaign. Mr. Richard,
this why I'm here.
It's your time to shine. He's come in, he's crashed the party. Who have you invested in, mate?
Well, look, it might not have started great with a 5-2 loss, but Oxlade-Chamberlain was bought for 38k. He went up 70% during that win from Nick Sneb. He peaked at 85,000 coins. I cashed out. Thank you very much, Nick Sneb, for your services.
Yeah, thank you very much. He's smiling as well. I can see him right in front of me. I'm not smiling, though, Tex, because I've got Nathan Ake, mate.
Why are you smiling?
Because, listen, right, I've got something. This is important to me, right? I need Nathan Ake to get that upgrade, and I'm sure all the Man City fans in the Twitch channel. Richard, you going to invest in?
No, because I like my coins.
He doesn't back you, mate.
All right, from me to you, look me in the eye. I promise you, I'll get some upgrades. I promise you. And I promise you lot as well.
Okay, that is a massive, massive call, and we'll clip it up. And you know what?
Can I take that back?
No, it's live, mate. We're live right now. And let us know in the Twitch channel who you are going to invest in the channel. You know what? Let's take a look, shall we, at one of our players who's about to be in action very soon. He's on the main stage. I'm looking at his item as well, Mr. Mark 11.
Last year was a tough experience. Obviously, it's not great to come last. Hopefully, we don't do it again.
It's not pretty. It really isn't for Mark. Game, sets, and match.
It's all hard, man. They just goes from bad to worse, unfortunately.
It was like my first ever time finishing last in a tournament in 4 years, so it was a shock to me a little bit. I was very good last year and the year before, but I guess you have to adapt to be the best. I've heard a lot of good comments about me from other coaches saying I'm really good this year, so that's a good confidence booster.
Bicycle, bottom corner. Mark 11, you are cooking, my friend.
Yeah, I've got the region on my back. I've had it on my back for the last few years, so it's obviously good. I get a lot of support. After I qualified, they messaged me all 5 AM congrats and stuff, so the support is there. I put a lot of pressure on myself. I hate disappointing my team, my family, everyone that, even myself. I'm expected to be here. I had to win. I don't know where I'd be if I lost. Some people love pressure, some people don't. For me, I like pressure. I just play better if I have to win. I just feel like I perform a lot better. It's all right. As long as we're here, I know I'm one of the best players in the world, so it's okay.
Well, strong work there from Mark 11. I mean, look, it's great to see the difference he's had this year in the FC Pro Open. We spoke about at the start of last year about how some players that got an auto-invite into this competition, as crazy as it sounded, right, it did not help them. For Mark, he's had to go the long way around this year of going through the qualification, which has given him confidence, has given him momentum, and if anything, it's probably given him more reason to stay longer in Europe, so he's adjusted to the time zone.
Yeah, agreed. It's the reps that you put in against the top players as well, and of course having to qualify means you've had to overcome some of the other top competitors vying for the spot as well. Nixneb, we saw earlier on the main stage, didn't go the way he would have liked against Jafonzo. He's up against Mark 11, who they're both good friends. They're in a call a lot of the time with each other, practicing, watching each other's gameplay. So, of course, now these are the moments where the friendship goes out the window.
No,
you need
absolutely.
the points on the board. The 3 points is the most important thing here.
And also, he's playing against his former team. Nixneb, once upon a time, a team football player.
Of course.
Believe it or not, they're actually probably the organisation at the same time, near enough, because Nixneb had great success in that 2v2 club championship out in Riyadh, and it wasn't long after that where we saw Mark 11 have one hell of a run in the World Championship a few years ago, becoming a runner-up. That's how he got his direct invite to the FC Pro Open. You'll be happy to know as well that both of these players, of course, have got a handful of FC Pro Live items which will be potentially getting an upgrade. At the moment for Mark, he is yet to get an upgrade on his player. 1 point on the board so far, a 4-4 draw against Sharif in round one, and they just come off the back, unfortunately, of a very narrow defeat against Stingray, who is flying so far in this competition. Next step will be kicking from right to left in this first half here, as he's building up perfectly with Hyunbin Son, who was a massive part of that result. We just had a 3-0 win against Faku Cohen, which means that Oxlade-Chamberlain has just been given a +1 upgrade. As we always have done, Ryan, we'll head to the Twitch chat. We'll head to you guys that are watching on Twitch and YouTube. Let us know which FC Pro Live item you will be backing. Maybe you've invested in an item, you've maybe been lucky enough to pack one of them. I just saw someone in the chat said they packed Fabio Carvalho last night. He's doing pretty well at the moment. If you're a Jafonzo fan, he's already got 2 upgrades, I believe. I think he's a skill move upgrade, a weak foot upgrade, and a +1. 6 points on the board.
Yeah, good luck trying to get him off the market, though. Extinct already. Of course, for Nixneb, wanting to get not only the upgrade for Oxlade, but the points on the board. Son in behind. Oh, I don't know, maybe he overdone it a little bit. And this is the problem when you play against someone you play against on a somewhat regular basis, especially in the more recent weeks, where you overthink a lot of the things. They've been in a call, as I said. They've been taunting each other, a bit of trash talk.
Great to see our very own Casey in the chat as well. Good evening to you. She says Nathan Ake. I mean, there's been a lot of chat about Nathan Ake with Tex. Against this is for Nick Sonic, who did you see who fed the been asking quite a few questions. Well, I'm sure this is about the FC Pro Live items that you can see coming in. Speaking of that Benzema, you can actually get yourself a loan item of Benzema tonight from watching the stream and connecting your YouTube or Twitch account to your EA account. I have Oxlade-Chamberlain in my club. You'll be very happy. He's already had a +1 upgrade tonight. I'd invest in Ake.
With City's current form.
Well, you
have to separate
Dan,
them. Different,
you have to separate them, Dan. Very different.
Come on, Dan. You should know better, you know. Packed Bano Gittins today, so hopefully we get some nice upgrades. Already got 2 banked in.
He's done very well, and I think he's the most expensive in-game item, alongside Fabio Carvalho, I'm sure, in this group. Amrabat, I mean, I'm sure there'll be a few Moroccans back in Sharif to do well. Speaking of Sharif, he's yet to have a proper upgrade yet. Here's Mbappe.
Somehow still got it.
Trying to fake shot his way past. Someone who's a bit of a bargain by that team, Georgia Stanway.
Oh, yeah.
She was really popular in the qualifier a few weeks ago. A lot of players used her, and Umit was a big fan.
A lot of the pro players love her, just for the play styles as well. Is the pinged pass plus, just for those driven passes into the strikers or the wingers, is so important. I think an underrated play style, I'll be honest. Ping pass plus is an underrated play style in the game.
First time we've seen Mark in the box of Nixneb, but he's going to make it count. Mbappe might get the pick into that one! Squeeze into the near post! With really his first chance of the game.
Thought Sneb would have been fortunate enough defensively to keep possession. Mark makes it count though. Falls in his possession. The step overs were nice. Tries to get the driven pass in. The shot is blocked. It just falls to Mbappe. Bundles. He couldn't really get it clear. And with precision shooting, near post shots are the way to go in the area. And Mark makes it 1-0 against Nixneb.
Well, if we can, let's check in as well with someone who's having quite the evening here in London. 24 hours ago, we put pen to paper for Al Nassr Esports, who are working alongside team makers this year. 15 points is the maximum you can get in a week of action in the FC Pro Open. As it currently stands, Jafonzo is heading that way. He'll be on 9 points from 9 so far, if he can continue in the fashion he's just showed us.
Unbelievable. I might have jinxed Faku Cohen a little bit earlier. They asked me somebody to keep an eye on as an underdog. No one would really give a chance in this tournament. I said Faku Cohen, and yeah, right now he's in a tough position, to say it the least, because he needs points, and against the player that's arguably playing the best in this tournament, it's not going to be easy.
Stay with him for a split second as Faku Cohen tries to build forward. There was a lot of question marks about his draft, Ryan.
I was just going to mention that.
Saying it maybe there was a few interesting choices. Here's Drogba, can he pull away to save Courtois?
For me, hold on, actually we've got a corner. It could be a goal when
You know where that one's heading. Time green, front post. Faku Cohen ties it up at 1-1.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can't even give my point yet. When corners are down and ready to be swung into the box, when Van Dijk's in the area, green timing it as well to find at the back of the net. You know what's coming, but you speak about his draw. He's got power shot plus all round. Sinclair, who he starts with. He's got Drogba, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Here's a goal as well in a Stingray game, just about goes above the keeper. I think when you create a squad like that, you have to play to that squad's strengths. And of course, he built it around power shots, so.
Well, I did see Palacios in that team. I don't think he has started. He was just being nice to Nicholas, I think,
yeah.
with his FC Pro Live item. I think what's more interesting as well, Ryan, I was looking across the board of which of our FC Pro players are actually using their own items in their team. They might not necessarily start the game, but there's only 2 players that are. One's Cherif and one's Stingray. The other players have all shied away from their FC Pro Live item. Maybe it was too expensive, maybe it didn't fit the way they wanted to play.
Thing is, Stingray's, I think, is the most expensive. He's still got him on the bench, brings him on when he needs to.
I mean, that's quite bold from Stingray.
Yeah.
Put 350k in a player that's not even starting. Still 1-0 down, Nick Snedpit. Most of possession, but Marcus handled it perfectly well.
It's a good step. It always feels strange seeing Nick Sned play with a back 5. Because he's in previous years, of course, 4-4-2, 4-3-2-1. He's been accustomed to a back 5 is a bit of a different one. Of course, it gave him success to qualify, but we will see in this game.
Defended well again. You saw Mark come out on social media earlier, said, look, I'm playing 4-4-2, pretty football tonight. He's still hunting for his first win here in round 3. 4-4 draw in his opening game against Cherif and a 3-2 defeat to Stingray. Still does have a point on the board, and as we saw last season, you have to leave with a decent chunk of points from this first half of the group stages. Otherwise, you will be potentially completely out of the race. Chance to mark for a second. Power shots from Marek Hamsik. Stings down to the goalkeeper. Quick corner comes in. You know where that one's going to go. Front post flick on denied by Courtois. Mbappe might fancy a little finesse from that far out, but decides to go the opposite way. Dalglish has runners around him. Takes his time. We jump away from that game. You can just see in the corner of your screen there's been an update over here, and that is that Cherif leads Stingray by a goal. And it was the battle of the Didier Drogba's. And if anything, that was just a very composed finish there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there in that build-up.
Great simple use of the R3 button, though. Just a breeze past the defender and the on-rushing goalkeeper. Last chance of the half here, Nick Sned 1-0 down as it currently stands. Bonmati power shot, that one deflected. It's a bit desperate, but he will win a corner. We know where this one's going to end up. It's going to be a battle between the two Virgil van Dijk. Sol Campbell, of anyone, will step up and pull Nixner back in the game.
Yes, it's a tough goal to concede if you're Mark. There's not much you can really do. You defend the header against Van Dijk, it falls to Stanway, bundled through by Sol Campbell, and his weak foot as well manages to get it into the corner. You could argue for both goals there's been misfortune for both players defensively, so there's not much you can do when that happens.
Back over here a split seconds. Facu Cohen on the stroke of half-time, trying to find a winning moment, or is Jafonso going to get the last chance of the half? It looks like he's going to get that. Added time of 1 minute. Jafonso, perfect record so far tonight here. And that will do us at the halfway point in this game as well. All square one. We'll remember 9.5 still here with the FC Pro ecosystem. He cannot ask for much more. Jafonso, Al Nassr Esports' newest addition to their roster. No coach behind him as well, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, of course, they're very used to having Armando behind him at tournaments.
We get a little snippet of some player reactions there. Stingray, he's in a very tight game as it stands against Sharif at the moment. It was 1-0 down last time we saw. And then our main featured matchup, we'll jump back into it if we can any second now. Mark v Nixner, 1-1. There was a lot of banter between the three of them. Stingray, Mark and Nixner all say they wanted to beat each other during media day coming into today.
Oh, look at Mbappe.
Mbappe is there waiting for it.
Finesse.
Eventually it might find its way through Dalglish. Taking all the time in the world as Mark just tries to figure out what he wanted to do there. Went for the finesse eventually. Dalglish. Want to find Rafael out. Again, when we have a chance in breaking play as well. Let us know your predictions. What do you think the Mystery Nation is?
Ooh, that's a big mistake.
Tonight here, it's a very interesting angle there for the shot. But get your prediction. What is the Mystery Nation? Throw some suggestions in and we'll tell you if you're on the right tracks or not.
I feel like Mark is second-guessing a lot of the opportunities he has to finesse.
Is the Mystery Nation Norway? And is it John Arisa? I mean, it wasn't a player.
It's a good shout.
But it's not Norway.
It's a good shout.
Not Portugal. Keep your suggestions and your guesses coming in. Big chance. Oh, he puts it wide. FG joins us back here on the desk.
Good to be back. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Single for Life 32. I mean, every time you come here, FG, you bring me good news.
Yeah, I mean, Single for Life 32.
I think that's my Twitch username. Now I've quickly got that one in there. We're just on the looking at the chat. Mystery Nation guesses coming in. We've had Norway, no. Portugal, no. United States of America, no.
But it's not Romania, it's not Slovakia. I'm seeing a lot of them. It's not Turkey, guys. It's not Mexico. A few of you are close.
Quick update over here. Facu Cohen is looking to get his first 3 points on the board and looking to end the unbeaten streak of Jafonso. 2-1 he leads.
What a goal that was, taken like John Duran.
There was a goal as well in the game we were focusing on between Mark 11 and Nixon. You can see it there in the bottom right of your screen. A corner whipped in to the near post. Sol Campbell couldn't do anything really to stop that. Didn't even jump to try and keep it out. Just a little shake of the head there from Nixon.
2-1 Mark leads in that game. What's going on over here?
Wait.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh no, no, no. That looks like Stingray might be 2-0 down from what on earth I've just seen on screen there. Bruno Fernandes pickpockets Edwin van der Sar. We can see that again on another replay in the next few minutes. We'll show you exactly what on earth has just happened there. Well, that is not a pretty goal to concede. Chance, Rafael Leao, big chance for Jafonto! 2-2! Instant reply from the world champion.
It's the first time ball of the top, FG. Again, you got to add that to your game, man. You have to. L1 trying to go over the top there.
I've got to add a lot of things to my game based on what I'm seeing here. I want to know in the Twitch chat if you guys are learning as much as I am. Have any of you tried the Travellas since Ryan's expertise, his workshop?
Even just the triggering of the run there with Leao, just to make sure he times it. The ball in behind is, of course, onside.
Back to this one for a split second now. Mark, 2-1 in front. We will give you that replay of the Stingray goal. This is what happened. So Stingray did actually get a goal back. He was in a 1-1 scenario. And I don't think you'll get any easier goal than that.
Goal is a goal, my friend.
Yep, I heard an Aussie accent. I know something's happened in the other game between Mark and Nick Sneb.
I think there potentially may have been a goal. We'll give it to you as soon as we can. Oh my, this is a gift, Rafael Leao!
Keeper comes out so fast there. That play style where they rush out is... Oh my God.
Timed it green, went for finesse. Massive save from Van der Sar, wins a corner. Can he now rework it in? Ball's just sticking to the feet of Bobby Charlton. Reverse the last Nicole, it's so pretty! And the finish is even better.
Now, you know what? It's nice there from Jafonso. However, and FG, we're looking at each other, we know. Patrick Cohen, what can you do? Nothing. Right here, does enough to keep a body in the way. How Bobby Charlton's kept possession there, I couldn't even tell you. But after that, fine, great work from Jafonso. But before that, defending, you can't... It's such a difficult goal to take as a player, because what can you do? There's nothing you can do.
Why did I not invest in
Fabio
Carvalho?
Next week, don't worry, FG, I got you. We'll make millions together.
I am reading the Twitch chat, actually, and I want to give a shout out to Sully BCFC22. He said, I'm poor at skill moves, I'm all about pass and move. Well, congratulations to you, mate. I can't pass or move or do skill moves, so you're a lot ahead of me. I'm probably bad at it.
Oh, that's the goal that was
So heavy,
conceded.
Like, what am I meant to... This is awful, bro. Like, what am I meant to do?
Well, you're getting to understand how the players feel. After conceding here in the FC Pro Open. Remember, 8 weeks of action before our final stages. What a pass that is. Georgia Stanway. Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
Quite fortunate there, Virgil van Dijk, not to give away a penalty. Another day, the animation might have been a little bit different. Nick Sneb, last 20 in-game minutes. Trying to get back in the front after leading by a goal to nil in the first half. Remember, he's already had an upgrade. Oxlade-Chamberlain, off the back of his last win, has gone up by a +1. Morsey yet to have that +1 upgrade for any Ipswich fans that might be watching. Son tries to pull away with a step over. Keep an eye on his finesse trait. Not going to happen that time as he's pickpocketed there by Marek Hamsik. Player lock just teased there, not used. Chance to break now.
I was about to say, surely there's space on the other side, but because of the back five, you can see there's just not much to get through. Ooh.
I want to ask you about William Saliba, Ryan. He's used by a lot of players.
Yep.
A lot of pro players, a lot of casual players. And let us know in the Twitch chat if you're using William Saliba as well. What do you think about him?
Controversial. Don't like him. Not a fan. I think he's too weak for me in the game. Like, he's got anticipate plus, but...
So who's your go-to then, the centre-half, apart from Virgil van Dijk?
See, I use Van Dijk. I've tried Gabriel, Trailblazer. He was all right, just for the corners. I really like Van der Ven. And honestly, wait a second. It's got to be.
Nick Sneb. The angle looks a little bit off there, but the time green finish made all the difference. He will lead So what I've just picked up there, Ryan, is you're an Arsenal fan. You don't like the Arsenal player, but you've just volunteered yourself for a Spurs player, Mickey van der Ven.
All right, let's separate the football from the FC for a second. Separate stuff. We keep that completely separate. No, but honestly, Van der Ven in the game is the pace.
Which Van der Ven? He's got a handful now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got an
inform.
Yeah, there's an Evo as well.
Evo as well, yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot cancel there. Power shot cancel from Faku Cohen to bring his way back in the game against Jafonzo.
I'm looking at Gavilar in the Twitch chat and he's saying Konate is a way better Evo. I'm with him. I really like that.
He's really good. He's really good. I just like my defender to be strong. I don't need to worry about you getting bundled over. It's just, yeah.
I'm laughing as well at Joaquin, who says he sees Saliba and Virgil van Dijk more than his family. I think they are two very, very popular.
He's got a point. It's just such popular choice, isn't it, in the weekend league that you're so used to seeing.
All right, so Ryan, if you're building a cheap squad...
Wait a minute. Thought we could have a chance. Saliba's completely made me look a fool there.
Amazing tackle by Saliba there, by the way. Amazing interception. If you're building a cheap squad, who are your two centre-halves?
Cheap squad, yeah. How cheap are we talking?
Just a starter squad. A casual player squad.
Wait, hold on a second. Look at that for a Travella from Stingray. James to make it 2-2. 100k centre-back. Again, I'm using regular Van der Ven. I think he was extinct. He might be available now. Ooh. You got me. I don't usually mess around with that low budget. You know, where...
Yeah, you're just quite lucky, Ryan, aren't you? You've got loads of coins.
Some of us pack Cruyff and some of us don't. You know, what can I do? I don't make the rules, Brandon.
I'll tell you what we'll do next week then is we'll ask you to build a squad for us. The Twitch chat, I want to hear from you. I'm in charge of the Twitch chat today. I get to read some of your messages as well as I can. Let us know what squad you want Mr. Ryan Pessoa to build for you for what budget next week.
I'll do my research.
And I'll make it happen.
Oh,
big chance, Mark, for a 3-3. Big save. It was nearly the perfect shot.
Oh, it's lovely. It's unlucky again. Keeper came out so fast there. Could have been a mistake. How about this, FG? We'll up it a notch again. We'll turn it into a little tournament between us casters. Tex is not involved. He's out of the equation, right? Me, you.
Well, you want me involved in this?
Casey,
Richard. Take my centre half
right casuals. Now we play a game. Tournament. Let's play.
Can you believe you sent it for us? I'll let you.
Gravison's not involved either, by the way. He's still pro player level, you know.
So was that a tournament or to build a squad?
No, a tournament. We build a squad.
How we ended up here, Brad?
Well, it's not really fair, is it, Ryan? You're playing with a bronze team.
Come on, Brandon. I'm a casual, just like you guys. Man.
You're not. You get 15 and on about 4 accounts every week.
Evo Danny Welbeck last time I checked. Hey, Kenzie, EW, I see you, mate, in the Twitch chat.
Right, a few more updates before we conclude our games. Have we got a match winner here? Potentially so. Stingray. Surprise, surprise. Wow. Didier Drogba.
You see you've got the assist there, Brandon, as well. His own FC Pro Live item. Bano Gittins through ball in behind to Drogba.
Just as we might see another result here as well. It might be 2 wins on the bounce for Nixneb, which will mean another upgrade to his FC Pro Live item. It comes here any time at 3 minutes. Mark, unfortunately, still going to be only on 1 point from 9. Yes, he's still got 2 more games in front of him, but he'll be desperate to just get a win on the board at this point, Ryan.
Yeah, it's an uphill battle for Mark, but of course he's got the ability. That's the thing, and I don't think we'll see a repeat of last year. I think he will sooner start to get points on the board and kick into gear because he's that good. But in this game, of course, Sharif, again, somebody that wants to get more points on the board. It hasn't gone his way other than the point against Mark 11. But Stingray potentially looking to get 9 points out of a possible 9.
He's on the same boat as Jafonzo, potentially, isn't he?
That game between them, as Tex said earlier, that's going to really, in my opinion, separate who will come first. I think that's a big, big game. Not just in this week, of course, after the break as well.
Well, full-time result here. That's going to be a skill move and a weak foot upgrade for Nixneb's item there, which will certainly upgrade Oxlade-Chamberlain a little bit more. Update over here as well. Last minute or so, Drogba. 1 more pass into his FC Pro Live item. It doesn't get more sweeter than that. You can tell he loved it. And Sharif is not loving it so much here with the FC Pro Open. He is also only 1 point on the board from 9. He is really struggling, and you can see how emotional he's getting.
I mean, you see what it means, Ryan.
Of course.
But I mean, it's important to realise that there is one more week of Group A to go, but
I'm with you. I'm with you. However, you have to leave this week with something. You can't leave with a point. You have to just be in the conversation going into the... You don't need to get 15 points out of 15. You just need to be in and amongst the conversation of the people that can advance into the knockout stages. That's all you need to do. And again, that's all I say. That's like it's easy. But it's obviously very difficult, especially when you didn't start off as you would have envisioned coming into the tournament.
Well, if it stays like this, Stingray will be top of this group with 9 points from 9. Faku Cohen.
Wow.
Looks like he's going to make that happen. That'll be his first win tonight. Still 16 game minutes left. But it will be his first 3 points on the board for the Argentine with a massive outpour of emotion. This goal's going to come too late, unfortunately, from Sharif. It's a Chavella green. Well, I think Stingray should be pretty safe. There are only 20 in-game seconds left. Sharif, I think, already knows it's game over.
Yeah, he's out of this game. He's tapped out of this game for sure. But like Ryan said, it's so important for him to try and get some points on the board.
Reset. Genuinely, your mentality. You have to just... I know there's not a lot of time between games, but you have to speak to your coach and realise you don't want to realise when the tournament's done that you could have given more. In terms of you could have been in control of your emotions a little bit more. You just need to make sure that you can stay focused, because there's still 2 more rounds to be played in this group stage. Just for today, of course, anyway.
Well done. Full-time result there, 9 points from 9. Stingray will be currently sitting top of the table in Group A. Well, we've still got one more game to conclude, I believe. Jafonzo is in action against Faku Cohen. They're just in a pause at the moment, and then we'll get that game straight underway as soon as we can. Faku Cohen, off the back of 2 defeats, Ryan, has been able to really pull himself out of this and potentially able to take down one of the most informed players that we have seen in tonight, the #1 ranked player on the FC Pro rankings.
There's no better way to gain a confidence boost than to beat the player that's ranked #1 on the leaderboard. So I'm sure for Faku Cohen, this might be the game, and I'm sure it will be, just to kickstart and give him that belief and understand that he's in contention as well to advance to the knockout stages. But there's still time left in this game. He has to make sure that he doesn't get ahead of himself and think too far ahead. 5 minutes is a long time this year with 9-minute halves in FC 25. So I'm sure Jafonzo would have set up an all-out attack, custom tactic just to go forward. He could even score from this attack. Look at the space.
He's got about 4.5 in-game minutes to see this one out, Faku Cohen. He has openly said that coming into this tournament, he's put the most practice in possible. Obviously, he came through the qualifier like he did last year. He was outstanding in the Swiss stages last year. He was sort of the surprise package when 5-0 was incredible.
Oh, the press is great.
And was playing just by Nicholas a few weeks ago, where they both made it through to the FC Pro Open. He's not silly. He doesn't need another goal as much as it would help him. He's just going to manage this game out.
He would have seen over the years the likes of Nicholas, Matthias Banana. They're in these situations. It's about being disciplined, keeping the ball, knowing that you're in control when you have possession, especially high up the pitch. Doesn't have to score another one, Brandon. He might, though.
He might get one more. Well played, Faku Cohen.
Great goal. Great goal.
Huge 3 points on the board for him. His first win in the FC Pro Open for this season. It will be Redondo of Inter Miami that will be getting a +1 upgrade off the back of this win. The 85 rated FC Pro Love item will become an 86 shortly after tonight's broadcast. For Jafonzo, maybe it's a turning point for him. The key thing that he's got, Ryan, is that he started so well that he at least got 6 points.
Yeah, agreed. Of course, he would have wanted 9 from a possible 9 so far in his first 3 rounds, but this round hasn't gone in his favour. But we've seen he's good enough to win well, at least win the remaining 2 rounds today.
Goal for the hosts, number 10, Bruno Fernandes.
The thing is, Brandon, next round he's got Stingray.
This is the FC Pro Open, though, Ryan, is that there's no easy game. Every one of the 24 players has qualified or been invited here and deserve to be here. As our last game concludes here in round 3. As it stands, Stingray top of the table. He'll be on 9 points, Jafonzo on 6. And then it starts to unfold off the back of that. Sharif and Mark 11 still without a win so far. They are desperate to pick up some important points in our next 2 rounds. That is round 3 concluded. And speaking of Facu Cohen, we caught up with him before today to get him to build his ultimate player. And this is what he did.
Hola, soy Facu Cohen y voy a crear mi jugador ideal. Por velocidad, Mbappé, por los speed boost. En tiro voy a elegir a Cristiano Ronaldo por su cabezazo y por también cómo pega con su derecha. En pases voy a elegir a Kevin De Bruyne con su playstyle incisivo, creo que es el mejor del juego en eso. En regate voy a elegir a Neymar por sus 5 de skills y mucha variedad de skills en el juego. En defensa voy a elegir a Saliba, me gusta mucho por su playstyle de mapache. En físico voy a elegir a Rafael Leao por su fuerza y por su altura también, siento que es muy fuerte y muy bueno.
PlayStation tournaments are on PS5. Featuring FC25. Challenge more players and find more ways to win. Get ready to compete on a global stage with new and exciting daily tournaments, all at the press of a button. So whether you're a seasoned competitor or just starting, come for the challenge and leave with glory and incredible prizes. It's time to join the competition. Sign up now on PS5.
PlayStation.
Welcome back to the FC Pro Open. You're watching the live scenes from the last round of fixtures. and I am joined by a man who is absolutely flying. That man you see on your screen right now, 3 wins out of 3. Stingray, I mean, wow, what a start for you. How you feeling?
I'll be honest, like going into practice, I've been so average. So, you know, going out here and actually performing, it means so much to me.
3 wins out of 3. Now, the next fixture is against Jafonzo, a man who started off incredibly. He did lose his last game. Would you say this is your toughest fixture so far?
I mean, you're only as good as your last game, right? And he's lost, so no pressure on me.
Oh, I like the fighting talk. Let's talk about your FC Pro Live Iron Bino Gittins. A lot of people in the chat are really happy with you. They're really great. We've got a message for anyone who invested in him.
I just want to say thank you for the belief, I'll be honest. I've been, after every game, I've been checking my phone, and my mentions have been absolutely blowing up. So yeah, thankful for the support.
Yeah, I'm sure your mentions will keep blowing up if you continue performing how you are. How are you going to approach this fixture with Jafonzo? Very much the same as what you've been doing, or are you going to change anything at all?
I mean, I'm never going to change how I play to fit other people. They're going to have to change how they play to fit me. So, yeah, hopefully I can come away with 12 out of 12.
All right, I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to ask you for a little prediction as well. How do you think this fixture is going to go?
Oh, I'm going to go 5-2.
5-2 to you, yeah, in your favour?
Yeah.
OK, well, there's his prediction. Let us know in the comments what you think down below. We're going to go over to Tex and Brandon's FC IQ time.
Thank you so much, FG. And yes, FC IQ is back again. It's going to be a popular segment here as part of our FC Pro Open shows. There's no one better than a 5-time FUT Champions Cup winner to take me through some gameplay from a player that's in form at the moment. Stingray, 9 points from 9. How impressed have you been with him?
Very impressed. I expected it, though. I predicted before it started that Stingray is going to top the group. And where is he at the moment?
He's top at the moment. And he still could get 15 from 15 today. Here's a bit of gameplay we're going to jump into now at FC Pro IQ, where hopefully you guys at home can learn a thing or two from this man. Let's jump into the clip now. This was from the FC Pro Open qualifier that took place a few weeks back. We'll play it out normally now, so we're going to be looking at a goal that Stingray has scored. He wins the ball perfectly here to Hernandez, and just see this attack played out. Everyone keeps speaking about Stingray, Tex, of how quick he can just counter and move players, and time shots green as good as that. What impresses you about this clip first and foremost? Just talk to me about it first, then we'll break it down afterwards.
Okay, so Stingray, he's one of the best players in the world, full stop. But he's one of the best players in the world at sending runs and getting it forward quickly. So as you can see, he's in a 5-back formation here, and he's got the 2 up front. So what he's going to do is he's going to win the ball back and straight away fire it into the centre mid. Now, if you can stop it here, you can't see it in this current screen, but if you look at the radar closely, look at this radar here, there's 2 people up front.
Yep.
So if he fires it into one of them quickly, we can play and pause it here. He's now got the ball here, and Bashir knows what Stingray best at. He's good at the first time through balls. How would you do a first time through ball? As the ball's on the way to one of the strikers, you click L1.
Question. Where's the right back?
Now, this goes back to why counter-attacking is so good. Pro gameplay at the minute, fullbacks are an integral part to scoring goals.
Sure.
So Bashir will send the fullback up, and this is why Stingray's counters are dangerous. So he's sent it into Morientes, and what he's done here is he's clicked L1 to send Drogba, and he's going to look for the first time free ball. But if it's not on, Bashir's still got to watch it. So then he runs back, which gives him time to turn.
Bit of a trap.
Yeah, and find the pass. But the skill gap here is knowing, do you first time free ball or do you turn? And if we can click play, Bashir has to track it. Even Drogba through for the power shot. And that is some power shot, but it's not just any power shot. It's a green time power shot. How would you do a power shot? L1, R1, circle, and a circle again as the ball hits Drogba's foot.
This is not Tex's YouTube channel. This is FC Pro IQ. That was absolutely superb, my friend.
Sweet.
And again, add it to your game. He's been so good. Will he get 15 points tonight? He still can. But again, there is one man that could be stepping in his way very soon. Jafonzo is, of course, in action in our next rounds too. But before that, we caught up with him to chat how he's feeling about FC Pro.
Jafonzo has been flawless.
Here's Abishanola, and our opener. It's Jafonzo taking a goal lead in the grand final. Your MLS 2024 champion, Jafonzo, 8-7 on penalties.
Such a hard way to go out for Jafonzo.
The esports team, Jafonzo, will end this EAFC 24 season as a world champion.
Well, what a 2024 it was for Jafonzo, and he finished it on top of the world in Riyadh, which meant that he made top of the leaderboards. Will Jafonzo be here at the FC Pro Finals? That is the question. You can see it live in action, February 1st. Scan that QR code right now, and tickets will become available. Will Nicholas be there? Will PH Zin be there? Will Mr. Anders Vergang? I can tell you, Ryan Pessoa.
Hopefully.
I think you will be. I think you will be. He is joining me on the commentary position right now for this upcoming game. It is going to be an absolute cracker because both of these two have looked very, very good today. They're at top of the table, 1 and 2 respectively. Stingray unbeaten, but his toughest challenge is sat opposite him right now.
Agreed, and I feel like if Stingray wins this game, it puts him in great stead to finish top of the group. I know it's early days already, but just based on what we've seen so far, I think Stingray, as Tech said as well, is his favourite to top the group, especially if he wins this.
Well, let us know at home. Who do you think will top the group? Let's say
Can't do that.
abysmal start for Stingray.
You cannot make that mistake. That is a crucial, crucial error. Defensively as well, he's... Yeah, again, you'll see the replay. The replay will speak for itself here. Theo in behind, he tries the shot, which we'll see from Jafonzo. Great play, lock cancelling. Keeper saves it comfortably. This right here is something... I think he maybe wants it to go to Theo, but even then, it's still a crazy pass to attempt. But
if we can see that one more time, the next time we get a pause in play, I just want to look at the power bar.
yeah, so you'll be able to tell where the...
How he put on the pass,
is.
yeah. Well, Jafonzo scored early pretty much in every game so far. This is the goal again. Let's have a look at it. I don't think we're actually going to see it because we're obviously watching
Jafonzo's point of view.
Jafonzo's POV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Still a great finish.
Red timed as well.
Yeah.
I said this earlier, Rich, right?
Red time shots go in.
No, but yeah, they do. But should they?
No.
Okay. See, fair.
If I'm red timing it, it has to go wide. But
I'd rather it go backwards and forwards. It shouldn't go in.
The amount of times I'll go through and goal, panic, red time it, and I'll get an unbelievable ball hit.
Just a little dink over the keeper.
When it hits it into the ground
Yeah.
and it bounces over the top of the keeper. Can Mbappe inside the box, good strike, but that is blocked on its way through.
I was about to say good pressing from Jafonzo, but I don't even think it is. I think Stingray's just given him the ball about 3 or 4 times there.
A little bit nervous, could you say?
Yeah, it's not the best of starts for Stingray. We, of course, saw him recently in a tournament against Jafonzo, Wicked Wednesday's tournament. They played in round 1. Stingray won that game. That was the first time I saw Jafonzo play that year, and I wasn't impressed, and I thought
we were going to struggle tonight, I'll be completely honest.
I didn't, just from asking people in terms of who played against him, do you think he's improved? Because I didn't think he could get worse than that Wicked Wednesday. So I think he played really bad. Really, really bad.
But maybe it is the Cristiano Ronaldo effect. When you're number 1 and you're playing for Al Nassr, you simply have to be the best.
That's great keeper movement there from Stingray to prevent a guaranteed goal. If you don't move
he's done it again. He's passed out the back again. He's gave Jafonzo another goal.
I didn't even see the misplaced pass. I looked away because I thought he was comfortable in possession. I looked away completely. Let me see this. He can't do it. He's probably going to be, of course, complaining about maybe delaying the passing animation there. Sharif from the corner. Van Dijk against Nixnev. That's a big start for Sharif because he needs 3 points. It's a must-win game for him.
There's a couple of players who have to win in this round. Mark 11 and Sharif. Mark will be getting flashbacks to what happened last year.
Oh my God! I thought that went in.
Inches wide, I think, in the top corner. Obviously, Mark last year, week 1, it was poor. It didn't get off to that good start. And look, even though we do have 3 players qualifying and 3 players going into the next round, you still are at a massive disadvantage if you're going into week 2, needing 10 points, needing 12 points.
It's because it makes it then every single game
is must win.
Must win. Heaps of pressure going into it, so you can't really. Of course, some people thrive of being in pressure situations, but it's not easy when your potential season is on the line.
Stingray clearly looking a little bit annoyed, discomfort. Is this his first game that he's played on the main stage?
I think so, yeah, because round 1 he played against Faku Cohen, I believe.
and it was over there. And
when they played against Mark 11. And I'm pretty sure Mark's only on the main stage once.
Yeah, and he loved that. In the call already, he said that that's his thing. He doesn't like playing on the main stage at all.
Bobby Charlton looking for that driven pass into Kylian Mbappe. Possession recycled, and Jafonso will try and break down this Stingray defence in the 4-2-1-3 formation. It's going to be a free kick. New formation for FC this year. Once this free kick's come in, Ryan, I want you to talk me through it a little bit, because it's a fan favourite on Foot Champs, that's for certain.
Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Hold that thought for a second. Stingray's in behind.
Lauren James through on goal. Saliba comes back and he blasts it wide of the post. Let's go Stingray from Daegu. Got that spot on? What about that one?
Amino S?
Aminos.
Maybe, whichever.
Ale Sharif. And Spetsnazo. Let's go Mark 11.
Heaps of support for Sharif in the chat.
I'm not surprised though.
Of course, we saw it last year.
We saw it in the summer.
Yeah.
He is an absolute fan's favourite. He is a hero for Morocco.
Going back to
Africa.
Going back to what you were saying about the 4-2-1-3, right? I've used it for a little bit this year in rivals. Counter-attacking wise, amazing, because defensively you can sort of soak up the pressure, you can trigger your wingers, first-hand through balls with the attacking mid. However, to dominate a game, personally, I didn't like it. You can see the live table as it stands in the top right of your screen. Group A, Jafonso top on 9 points, equal with Stingray, of course. Goal difference separates them. Nick Sneb in third on 6 points. Faku Cohen and Sharif tied on 4. Mark with 2 points right now.
Yeah, Jafonso would be top of the table on goal difference with this win over Stingray. Bobby Charlton inside the box. That's a power shot, which straight down the throat. We have to tell you, first in the group after the 2 match days have finished, so we'll play this again the first Monday of January. Once that game has finished, once that evening has finished, whoever finished top of the group, they go straight into the quarterfinals. A guaranteed quarterfinals of the FC Pro Open and a guaranteed FC Pro World Championship.
It's crazy, right?
Finally.
The stakes are so high. You want to be, if you do that, you obviously the pressure isn't completely off, but some players, that's the goal. Straight away you get there and it alleviates it. Maybe that might even make players play better.
Second and third going to a playoff round to get in to the qualifiers. So last year it was top 2 out of 5. This year, 3 out of 6 continue.
Oh my goodness.
Their FC Pro Open campaign. Stingray.
That's twice.
Yeah, a couple of chances. Game could be 2-2. Maybe it should be 2-2.
It's twice. That's the thing with precision shooting. It does what it says on the tin. You have to be precise. You have to aim it, of course, on the inside of the post. And for Stingray, it's just not, for whatever reason, working in his favour.
Just Mike Lloyd. You've got to be precise using precision shooting.
You just have to. Precision shooting. It does what it says. You aim it properly, you score.
I know you were a late bloomer to precision shooting.
I like it, you know. I'm with it. At the start, I wasn't. I tried it.
Inside the box, I don't like it. Outside the box, I think it's unbelievable.
When I'm 1-on-1, I don't know what to do.
No. Which is why I prefer assisted.
That's right there,
That's
you
a goal.
see?
That's a goal. Unassisted.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm shameless. Outside the box, Travella, finesse shot.
Yeah, you're not scoring inside the box.
Yeah, I don't need to be in there.
I've seen your streams.
No, but the thing is, people sit back in a 4-2-1-3. They park the bus. Oh, my goodness. I'm sure he's tried to... Yeah, something else. They didn't work in his favour.
I'm sure Stingray would be less, I'll say, smiley if he wasn't on 9 points coming into this game. Clearly, you could see he's frustrated.
But you know when I feel like the frustration reaches a level, you laugh. It's either you laugh or you cry, the saying, and Stingray knows that. The thing is, he's played awful the first 34 minutes, right? Whether that's his fault or not,
he's still
he
in the
hasn't
game.
been up. Exactly. And that's the one thing. I remember watching his game against Manu. Hold that thought for a second. Drogba.
Beautiful play in and around the box. Lawrence James in the pass.
I remember watching his game against Manu. Manu had the lion's share of possession, all the chances. All it took was for Stingray was a route back into the game, and he kept doing it when Manu looked to put away as well.
Let's have a look at some more of those mystery nations. There is an objective right now in the game where you have to complete a set amount of objectives using a player from a mystery nation. And Kirby has thought it might be Wales.
Troll Crank 93.
He's had a couple of guesses tonight, and they've all been wrong.
Greece is the hidden country. All right, man. Put a Greek player in the team and go into a game. Let's see.
Official TJB. England is clear the nation.
You see when they're so like confident.
Yeah.
Just load up a full England team and let's go. Let's see.
Goffel, 1988, saying Germany. Incorrect. Brune, 3003, the country is Colombia, guys.
That's decisive, that is.
But there's been a lot of decisive answers
The thing is,
tonight.
the way he's saying that, he's making me, he could tell me anything, I believe it.
Finesse is better than Travella.
Nah, okay, we draw the line.
Let's not take the mickey, yeah. Let us know in the chat who you are supporting this evening, who's been your player to watch, who you've been wanting to play well in the FC Pro Open to get yourself some upgrades.
Last ditch.
Jafonzo with Fabio Carvalho, is it Stingray representing that Bino Gittens from Borussia Dortmund? That's floated into the box, but Van der Sar does well to claim it.
I think one thing that sort of helps Stingray this game is his goalkeeper movement. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, his goalkeeper movement has sort of helped him, not just from corners, but whenever like a power shot is being lined up from Jafonzo or maybe a finesse shot or anything, he's been moving his keeper extremely well. Goal in the other game, Mark and Facu Cohen. We spoke about the importance for Mark to get a win on the board. It's Palacios into Bruno. A beautiful dinked ball in behind keeper.
I tell you what, Facu Cohen is so cute in and around the box.
He is.
He's really, really entertaining to watch.
I'll give you credit, you said it earlier as well.
Unfortunately, I just didn't say on broadcast. I did in the green
don't
room.
count then, you know, that's the problem.
It don't count. I've predicted every single winner of the last 5 years, but it don't count.
Yeah, it don't count.
It don't count. As you can see, Zach Moore getting some words into Stingray as we do approach half-time in our 3 select games. Just to give you an update, Jafonzo versus Stingray, that is currently 2-0. We've got Mark 11 and Facu Cohen, 1-0. And Nipseb and Sharif are in a pause, and Sharif is leading 1-0 still.
Yeah. It's good to see Zach with Stingray again. I know they have a great...
We're actually in 3 pauses right now.
Yeah.
Across the 3 games.
I was just trying to zoom in there on Zach to see if he's wearing shorts, because you know he's always in shorts in tournaments. If he is, in this weather, I'd want security to get him out of there. Honestly, send him home. He's in shorts. I can't.
Jafonzo and Stingray are back underway for the second half.
Just going back to what I said, though, with Stingray not even playing that well, but still only being down by 2, we've seen it over the years, countless times, where as long as you can just keep yourself in the conversation, especially when you're playing bad, the second half, 9 minutes is a long time, Richard.
I can't remember who I was speaking to. I was speaking to a pro at the global qualifier, and we were having a conversation about FC 25, and he said one of the big skill gaps this year in the game is the ability to, you know that you're playing poorly, but still be in the game.
Yeah.
Because when you're playing poorly, typically, you'll be 4 or 5 down.
Oh, I know that,
and you can't even get back into the game.
Yeah,
but
when I played, I'd be 5-0 down, done.
at 2-0, the game is well on. And at one point in the match, it will turn and you will come into the game. You will get a goal, you will get a chance. And you have to do that when you're not scoring a consolation at 5-1 or 5-2.
Agreed.
When you're scoring an impactful goal, just like Stingray could be right now as Courtois is forced into a save.
100% agree. I think it's impossible for anyone at this level, if you're playing against, again, players that are in the FC Pro Open, you will not dominate a game from start to finish without your opponent having a sniff. It's impossible. So you just need to make sure, this is for Jafonzo's perspective, when you're on top and dominating, you have to make it count. Travella, keeper movement again. Stingray's been on the ball with his keeper movement. Oh, it's a first time ball.
So I look at the chat, seeing what people are saying. When are the other players going to play? We're all playing simultaneously. We've got lots of games taking place all at the same time. Sharif and Nixneb, that's 2-0 that Sharif does lead now. If you're looking for Anders Vergang or Umut, Oberon, Abu Maka, make sure you keep locked on FC Pro's social media channels to see who will be playing, which 6 competitors each week on the run-up to Christmas will be playing, as Jafonso has added a 3rd.
Yeah, and I think for Sting, he's angry with that one. Take a look at the replay right here. I think we feel definitely hard done by not keeping possession. Jafonso though has learnt his lesson in terms of the keeper movement. He shot near post, principally knowing that Stingray would shoot to the near post, and yeah, green time finish from Jafonso to go 3-0 up. But again, Stingray, it's a tough one to take because you've done nothing wrong. Like, you've intercepted the passing lane, you can't.
Do have to apologise for any unsavoury language from Stingray that might be coming through to you at home. Clearly frustrated and annoyed by what he is seen there. Wear a PG show. You see that as it stands table there on your screen, Jafonso still top 9 points, Stingray on 9.
Nice.
But that goal difference is going to slowly keep sliding away.
Genuinely, yeah. How many times do you think Jafonso's done that little dink over the top? It's about 50, honestly. And it's worked half of the time, so he's got a good success rate in the area with it.
Someone else who doesn't particularly have a good success rate when it comes to FC is our very own FG, who's joined us for the last half an hour of this game.
Not sure who's told you that one, to be honest. Someone in the Twitch chat has just packed Fabio Carvalho.
Is this extinct?
I should have invested, Ryan. Remember we asked the chat to build you a squad? 110,000 coins.
110,000. Was that for next week? Yeah? Okay.
So you've got a week to prepare, and then me in the Twitch chat and Mr. Richard Buckley are going to judge.
Deal. That's a good deal. And then we play, right? Me and you.
I would play, but I'm injured at the minute. I would be playing right now, but I'm injured.
Best team under 100k, as I invested all my money in Ake.
Tex looking at us off that, you know, with his head in his hands. Go on, Steve, I'm with you, mate.
Go on, Steve-o. Best team under 100k. Build around Bruno Fernandes, to be honest. A few Premier League players in there. There's a lot of really good high-level meta items that are really cheap. Frenkie de Jong, Kyle Walker.
Yep.
Centre-backs wise, you can't afford Van Dijk, but
Van der Ven.
yeah, you're not going to be able to afford Kylian Mbappe, and he is the difference maker and the game changer.
I asked Stingray for a prediction on this game, and it's not really going to plan. He said he would win 5-2.
Could still be on.
5-2.
It's the other way around.
You can't do that.
Why can't I do that? Why can't I do that? You can't hear me.
Okay. I mean, Jafonso's absolutely incredible. We are watching 2 of the best players, but this man just looks unfazed by everything. He's just lost, Ryan, in the last round.
Yeah.
And to have that mental strength to perform the way he has in this one, how much does that take?
It's so difficult because you don't have a lot of time. Straight away after the game, you have to be told, prepare for the next game, your next opponent.
Well, let's head on board here with Nixneb and Sharif. We talked about players needing wins and needing points. Sharif was one of those players, right? So and he's doing it.
Absolutely.
There's a world in which this table, by the end of it, is really, really tight.
Yeah.
Like 9, 12, 9, 6, 6, 4.
Potentially, yeah. Of course, for Nixneb, though, I think that's why the pause is queued. I think he should change formation. I think he needs to go to a back 4.
Sudoku.
Listen, I'm here to just speak to the Twitch chat, all right?
What are they saying? What are they saying?
Guys, Defragger, hello, mate. I see you in there. How are you, mate? What's the challenge country? Don't know, but I saw John Duran score that goal against Bayern Munich in Champions League.
Beautiful goal.
Fantastic goal that was.
Mo Salah out wide, managing to shake past Theo Hernandez. His hips certainly don't lie. Can he create something as he comes in field? bundle, but Theo Hernandez comes away with it.
Venus, congratulations on packing VVD. We see you all in the Twitch chat. I want to have conversations with you. I'm here on the commentary box. I'm not really doing much commentating. I just want to say hello to the guys on Twitch, to be honest.
Oh, he didn't put enough power in it.
An interesting one, Ryan, from Sam Powell. He's highlighted his message here. He said, if you invest now, you're making a loss. You should have done it about 7 hours ago.
I'm with him.
You know what, from Sam, spending his channel points wisely.
No, he's right.
That is something, Sam. I'm going to whisper you later, mate. I need some tips for next week. Hello from Germany. Thank you for watching us. Did I enjoy my weekend? It's Monday today, new weekend. If you're wondering about the mystery objective, everyone in the Twitch chat, there's an objective. Came out at 6 p.m. today, and it's in Mystery Nation. Oh, Richard Buckley's typed and highlighted his own message in the chat.
That is so sad.
Not bothering with comms, are we not?
Well, this game here, it could actually still end up at 5-2. Lauren James with the finish at the near post.
You're not letting that 5-2 go, are you?
Oh my God, look at this from Leighton. Pat Tar 9 on Thursday. He has a better hairline than FG.
What would it take for you to do the R9 haircut?
What would it take for me to do the R9 haircut? Yeah.
Oh, that's a big mistake from Faku Cohen. Huge mistake.
Back in the...
Mark needs that. This is a very, very important game for Mark. Oh, we literally just missed a goal as well. Again, another important goal for Nixneb against Sharif. Youngmin Son, we see the goal in all its glory. Played into Son. Finesse shot, it looks like it was at a power shot. I'm not sure, it's hard to tell from the angle, but I think it's a finesse shot. And it's a way back into the game.
I'm feeling the pain here of Jacobo. He said he packed Carvalho on Friday and he didn't know enough about FC Pro to sold him a 90k. Listen, you're here now, though.
Yeah, this is where you learn.
I've learned about how to do a Trivella today, a ball roll Trivella.
Shit, he's not going to help you.
What was the last rank you got in Fit Champs?
It's a ball over the
top. Be honest.
I was trying to save you there.
Good goalkeeping, Van der Sar. I love that. Brilliant.
How many? How many wins? He's just completely ignoring me, by the way. He's just looking at me.
Could be over the top. Drogba. Good tackle from Saliba. Do you know what I can't wait for? That 1 week of requirements where we see some of the big dogs. Cruyff, R9, Eusebio.
Sam just said that he sold Carvalho yesterday, so I shouldn't listen to him, mate. I'm whispering you.
Oh! I do like that. That's a power shot. It's bouncing. In his head, he absolutely screamed Gerrard. As it was Bobby Charlton who lashed it.
Person we were talking about earlier on as well in the draft show.
I'll never doubt you again. I will never doubt you again, Jafonso.
Whenever it bounces like that, you have to. I feel like you have to.
Power shots are massive this year, aren't they?
Agreed. That's what I
never
say.
Scored a power shot.
Do you not think it's the most important place up?
No.
What do you think is aerial, long ball pass, finesse? I genuinely think.
Intercept.
We're just going through them all. That's a big goal back. Nixneb back in the game. 2-2. That would put him on 7 points, and one win in his last game puts him to 10 for that next upgrade on Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
I don't even want to ask to look at your tray pal. I don't want
shameless,
to.
you know.
Gave a little fist bump there as well.
If you're wondering, well, we can see the players.
Oh my
but
God. If that
ball again. What are their tactics? What are they playing? How are they utilising the IQ in-game? Wait till the end of the show, because in our post-show, get ready for this. Every single player's tactics will be revealed, from the 4-2-1-3 that Stingray is using to the 5-back that Nixneb started in. All the tactics, all the roles, and how the players are being utilised.
Starting to see the group take shape a little bit there. A bit of a, not too much of a gap, but a 3-point gap between 3rd and 4th. Nixneb and Faku Cohen. And Mark and Sharif still yet to win a game. They're 2 draws.
We had that table on the screen. That was for you, my friend. He said, how do we see the standings? And we put it straight on the screen for you. Shout out to our graphic producers, our guys. I mean, listen, tactics coming up in the post-show. Learning a lot, of course, through Ryan Passau. We've got him to build a squad next week as well.
Hold on. 87 minutes on the clock. Sharif with the tackle inside the box. Nixneb doesn't get away. Drogba with the finish. 3-2 the scoreline. And Sharif is back in front, and that table that we just showed you is all being mixed up. Table position is changing every single time we look at it.
You see Tamori right there? You'll never play again.
Mark 11 and Faku Cohen. Hamshik, that's from deep, plays it into Mbappe, couple of step overs, finds the near post, and Mark with a 3 points, an absolute necessity. He's picking them up as it stands.
Yeah, not a surprise. I mean, Mark 11's a class player. I mean, we saw it in his preview early on. He was a bit disappointed last year, and I think if he gets that win, it's massive for him.
Just saw a full time coming through there. Jafonzo with the win. Mbappe right side of Sharif. He will get himself a corner with a chance to float this into the near post. Van Dijk on Van Dijk. He headed it back. It's quite clever, really.
That's unreal.
Could be seeing our first upgrades for Amrabat as well. We put him on 4 points. Amrabat gets it.
Do you know what? That's the more you look at that Amrabat, it's a very nice item. He's just lacking a playstyle plus.
It's not bad. I'll give you that. It's not bad.
Great physical, good defending.
Wait a minute. Has he just?
He has given the ball away, and he's given Nick Sneb a chance.
Wait, what?
What just?
Short throwing play. Bonmati looking to knock it round the corner.
For his sake, I'm happy he's won the ball back there, because did he think it was +1 or 2? I don't know what even happened there.
Switch of play, and that will do us. It was a +3. He sees out the performance. He picks up the win, and Sharif with points on the board, crucial points to put him into a much nicer position on the table. Let's have a look at what is happening in that final group game here, because we've only got 7 on the clock. We've got a little bit of time to focus in on this one. Mark 11 versus Faku Cohen.
Dembele off the bench as well, fresh legs. So I mean, with the pinged pass there from Stanley, great dribbling and step overs from Mark. Green near post, that is sensational. That is a wonderful goal from Mark.
No reaction either.
Nope. Do you know what I was about to say actually when we saw him celebrate his goal? You can see that he's still distraught over the previous games. He hasn't forgotten about them. They're still on his mind.
A win here, it keeps him well in the hunt.
100%. 4 points. Of course, his last game is against Jafonzo, which isn't going to be easy, but again, you're in the conversation now. You needed to get points on the board, a win at least. And
I just want to look at his results as well. From the start of the day, Mark 11. He's not played poorly. He lost 3-2 against Stingray. He drew 4-4 versus Sharif. In game 3, he lost 4-2. And now, obviously he was trailing, he's found himself back in front against Faku Cohen. He's not played poorly in any of the games. He's not been blown away in any of the matches, but sometimes the ball just doesn't bounce your way.
Yeah, agreed. And I think what's a big thing for Mark is, well, technically it's worked in his favour in this game, to be honest, but I would say always in these situations, there's nothing you can do about the results that have happened already. You're in control of your own destiny from this point onwards, so you have to try and just, it's easier said than done, but not let those games that have happened before affect your upcoming games. And
absolutely.
It's such an important mental approach for players.
We've not really spoken much about Faku Cohen's FC Pro Live item, Redondo.
Yeah.
Tiki Taka Plus.
It's not
decent
bad.
Stats across the board.
It's
Perfect link to Messi. If
Yeah.
Messi was to get a couple more special items throughout the year, I think there is potential in that live item.
Do you know what the thing is though? What I think he needed, 4-star, 4-star. If you had 4-star skill moves, 4-star,
And then you get that weak foot skill
stand
move,
there,
you
boost,
go into
I'm
a
here,
5.
I promise you I'm with it, but right now,
What about Morsi on the other side of it?
same boat. I think worse, if I'm being honest. Slightly worse in terms of usability. Is that right word? In game.
Nice playing around the box. Ginola into Bruno Fernandes. Drogba back to Bruno, back to Ginola, looking for the one-time passing. Valverde and Palacios. Nedved, top corner, game on. It's an unbelievable tackle from Palacios.
It's huge there. Nedved.
Off the bench.
The Centurions icon off the bench.
I thought it was Valverde with the way he crunched into
massive,
that, but
yeah.
Palacios was the man to do it. My apologies, and a great finish to set us up for a grandstand final 4 minutes. A draw doesn't really do either of them any favours.
No. I think for Faku Cohen, of course, this puts him in better stead because you're taking points away. In this situation, when you're down by 2.
Competitor
exactly,
who's around you.
Exactly, yeah. I think that's going to be important, but for Mark, he knows that The 3 points is a necessity. There's no way you can't come out with a point here. He's taken every second out of the game he can. Bruno over to Theo as well.
This feels really, really important, this final couple of minutes for Mark.
It's tense.
It could be. I'm going to go early. We're only in round 4. But I feel like it could be defining.
I agree with you.
Because that third position, I think 1 and 2 in each group will pull away. Third is going to be maybe a goal difference or a 1-2 point swing in every single group. And these are the games that you look back on and think that should have been a win.
You know what? That build-up play from Facu Cohen was incredible there. It's unfortunate that it didn't work out in his favour. But for Mark 11, just has to keep possession here. A couple moments. It's very unlikely to give it away. And even if he does,
I think that's time.
It will be time.
He's launched it back up the pitch, but it's straight into Courtois' hands. Mark 11 does pick up 3 points. He knocks off Facu Cohen with a 3-2 victory. A huge 3 points in the bag for Mark 11, Ryan.
Yeah, you said it before the game even started. He needed to get 3 points on the board. The same with Sharif. And these are huge moments for them. Just to get their first win on the board, put them on 4 points apiece. We'll see the group stage later on in the show, of course. And it's a massive, massive win on the board for him.
Only 1 round to go today. Facu Cohen finds himself in a position where, again, he's played well in every game. He's just not been able to get over the line. On another day, he could be walking away with 10 points, 9 points, but it just simply isn't meant to be. Only 1 round left today in Group A of the FC Pro Open. Nick Snebber's been one of my players to watch, and we caught up with him just before we started, and he talked us through his perfect rush team.
I am Nick Sneb, and I'm going to build my pro rush team. I'm going to go Gianluigi Buffon. He's got far reach plus. He's probably the best goalie in the game, so I'll be him. It's going to be Cafu. The reason for this is I think he can play in the middle. He's fast, he's good on the ball, and he'll be good in a rush team. My first one is going to be Ruud Gullit. I think his big body, his attacking threat, and his defensive threat will help in rush. He'll be everywhere on the pitch. He's a big body in midfield. And I'm going to pair him up with Jude Bellingham. Another one, I think he'll get around the pitch. My one striker is going to be R9. The reason for this is 5-star, 5-star, best card in the game. I'm hoping he can keep scoring and we can defend.
PlayStation tournaments are on PS5. Featuring FC 25. Challenge more players and find more ways to win. Get ready to compete on a global stage with new and exciting daily tournaments, all at the press of a button. So whether you're a seasoned competitor or just starting, come for the challenge and leave with glory and incredible prizes. It's time to join the competition. Sign up now on PS5.
PlayStation.
Welcome back to FC Pro. You're watching the scenes from the last round of fixtures, full of emotion, a bit of anger as well. We saw Jafonso at his best, and Mark 11 as well. Jafonso, that man, was absolutely impeccable, a little bit like the guy who stood next to me, Rich. Look, what do you make about the last round of fixtures?
I think we're getting a little bit of a table made up already. We saw it last year at the FC Pro Open as well. I think it was in Group A last year where Emre and Umut just pulled away. And they sort of became, when we went into the second week, we knew those two were going to go through. Here, I think if Nixneb beats Stingray in that last game, it gets it really, really tight. The big thing for me, third place, because the top two, they could pull away, and it's a battle for who's going to make the quarterfinals, who's going to go straight into those quarters. 3 through 6, we've got one win separating you, and that's the difference between going into the knockouts and coming back next year with nothing to play for.
Yeah, fine margins indeed. I mean, you said that you predicted all of these in the green room, and I don't remember seeing you tell me that this was going to happen, Mr. Richard Buckley. Are you surprised by anything about this at all?
I thought Faku Cohen would be higher up, being completely honest. And I thought Jafonso would have struggled more. Look, I'm honest. That's what I thought.
Yeah, listen, it's been fantastic so far, but let's look, shall we, at our live campaign, the FC Pro Live. I know so many of you guys have been looking to invest, and as you can see on the screen, there is so many high stakes involved.
I mean, just remember what you saw there, 9 points, 9 points. Couple of wins, we're talking one more roll plus and an alternate position. So you could maybe look at a centre mid going to striker, a cam getting a right wing or a left wing variation, and just look at that at the end. If you become champion, a +1 overall, a +1 skill move all week for, and another play style plus.
I mean, look at that. Jafonso, the man who is top at the minute. Fabio Carvalho, the one that everyone is talking about. But there are the rest of the FC Pro Live items. We've got so many groups still to play for, so many items still to get upgraded.
Do you want me to give you some numbers?
Oh, yeah, go on then.
I'll give you some numbers. So, tonight we've seen some unbelievable performances. Bino Gittens up 82k on where we started today. Bobby Charlton, he might not be an FC Pro Live item, he's up nearly 100k from when we started today to where we are now. And Oxlade Chamberlain peaked at 85,000 coins. If you were smart, you could have bought it for 35 yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely investing next week. I hope Drogba doesn't go up too much because I want to invest in him. Listen, we're going to head over now because Mr. Ryan Pessoa has found himself in the interview spot with a man who's doing very, very well.
Yep, I'm joined by Nixneb, who I'm sure Richard is very happy with you after gaining him a lot of coins on his ultimate team. Your last game didn't go how you would have expected and liked to. However, you're still third in the group. You're in control of your own destiny. How important is it to get something from this game against Stingray?
Yeah, well, I haven't really looked at the group yet, but I know I'm on 6 points. I think the leader's on 9, so it's only a win away, and we're at the top of the group, or near enough. So we've done well enough, I guess, so far in the first 4 games, and if we can get a result here, we're looking good for in 5 weeks' time.
Okay, this is a two-part question. You played Stingray recently. How did that game go for you?
Yeah, not good. I got hammered, but hopefully it changes this game.
Yeah, and this is the second part to that question. Do you have any change of approach coming into it, change of personnel, or are you just going to sort of approach it the same way and hope it falls in your favour?
Nah, same way, and just hope it changes. You know, but EFC is a weird game, and like one game you can beat the same player like really comfortably, and the next you get beat quite comfortably. That it's just the way the game is. So we'll play the same, and hopefully we can flip the result.
I wish you the best of luck in your last game of the day. But let's see how Nixneb and Stingray think of each other.
I do not consider Nixneb a rival.
No, he's not a rival of mine. I don't want to be a competition with this guy.
He thinks he's better than me at skills.
Come on, be serious. He thinks he plays beautiful FC. 5 back, down the byline, crosses into Drogba and Morientes.
I play the game how it's meant to be played, beautifully. He can consider himself rivals with the likes of Mark 11. I consider myself with the gods. I could play anything I want against him. He's a bum. I'm going to batter you.
We'll see.
I'm going to batter.
We'll see.
Well, that was quite a fruitful chat, wasn't it, coming into to this today? You're shaking your hand, you're loving it. It's nice to have a little bit of banter, rivalry, between these two players. I mean, you heard Nickstep there say, I don't want to talk about this guy. He shouldn't be in the same conversation as me.
Well, he's in the conversation now, and in football terms, you call this a 6-pointer. This is a 6-pointer. Sting wins, he's 6 points ahead. Sneb wins, they're level.
What have you made of both of their performances tonight? Obviously, Stingray just in front with an extra 3 points next to his name, but they both looked pretty decent.
Yeah, I think Sting, he's played very well. Obviously, the last game was a bit of a blip. But you're playing the world #1, it can happen. Sneb, he's played good in parts, but it's not been consistent. I think the last game was a bit of a missed opportunity, but he needs to take this opportunity now.
Well, of course, we do have Tex with us here at the FC Pro Open. He'll be joining me for the commentary of this final game. You just saw that upgrade there for his FC Pro Live item. Final Gitters of Borussia Dortmund. Richard Buckley set up 80,000 coins. That up him above the 400k mark. Which just goes to show how the market will change as these FC Pro Live items do get upgraded tonight. And for Nick Sneb, I mean, as Richard said, if you invested early, you could double your money on him.
You do any investing?
No, not yet.
Nah, me neither, but
I've not got the facilities.
Next week, I'm spending all my coins on a certain player. I don't know what player yet, but I'm going to pick wisely.
How many coins are we speaking about here? Millions?
I think I'll spend $1 million. I'll spend the
$1 million. Do a $1 million trade, will you?
Who's playing next week?
Well, next week you've got, also player-wise, Anders Verga and the one-offs, Nicholas Manibashore, Peixoto, Abu Fawzi, but players, Benzema,
Xavi Simons?
Xavi Simons will be there, but he's actually very expensive to buy.
Anders, my money's on you.
Of course, that Benzema item you can actually get today at home. It's a loan item you can pick up from just tuning into the FC Pro Open stream. Alongside that, a rare players pack as well. 50k pack could be coming your way. Right, updates from our last round of action here in Group A for today. Sharif leads by a goal to nil with Zambrotta. What a run that is from the right back.
Yeah, Sharif, type up football. First time through balls in behind. The timing of his passes are very good. And I'll go out on a limb and say I think the loser of that game may get knocked out of the tournament.
Already?
Yeah, it's what they'll be on 3 points. With nah, I don't fancy it. I think the loser of that game, you can wave goodbye.
Well, it's top 3 that do go through, isn't it, from the group stage? If you do finish #1, you go straight through to the quarter-finals and book yourself into that final spot. The ball's just bouncing around. It won't fall to anyone at the moment. Looks like it's going to be Stingray that wins the possession, tries to counter-attack as we often see him do time and time again. It's into the book for Marek Hamsik.
It's a clever foul, but it's a little bit risky. Like a yellow card with a midfielder, 11 minutes in. I don't know if I'm a fan of that.
Goals have gone in this game, though. Jafonzo leads against Mark 11. And if Jafonzo was to win that game, it'd be 12 points from 15 from him. Could be an early chance over here as well. Faku Cohen has wasted that chance with David Ginola. Did have a corner, though, where he did make up for that error before. It was a terrible deflection from David Ginola that went out for a corner. Sharif's back in the game there as well. He did just pick up his first win in the last round, but he's been quite emotional.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to see so emotional, especially, what is it, the third game of the group, and he's almost in tears. That sometimes could be a good thing, but it's going to be a bad thing, I think, most likely. You can't, I don't know, you can't be crying after 3 games.
I don't mean to bring up again, Tex. You were in a very similar scenario. You didn't pick up many points in your first week. You only got a few from the 15. What are you thinking in that scenario when, yes, you think in the back of my head, I'm going to be back here in 4 weeks' time to get more points, but also, surely there's a part of you thinking, I have to get X amount of points from tonight, otherwise I've got no chance.
I already said I forgot that tournament happened. But nah, to be honest, one sec, let's wait for this corner. You know how dangerous they are.
Should be another corner. See this one coming quickly. We know where it's going to go. Virgil van Dijk, if he can arc his run, another corner, that one blocked. Is Nick Sneb with constant corners at the moment. There's a third one. As you were saying.
Yeah, I think. Oh, go on.
Hello. Mark's just equalised over here. Kenny Dalglish, does he find one more pass? He does. 1-1 over there. You might be able to explain yourself now, Tex.
Stop scoring goals. Nah, to be honest, it's not a very nice place to be when you're losing games, especially when you're in the group of death. Because you look, after my week 1, I looked at the week 2 players and I was like, well, right, I have to beat Levy, Oberon. I forgot who else was in my group, all in a row, and it's difficult. So a good start, especially for me in week 3 now, is a must.
What a chance this could be, by the way. 3 kick. Trent Alexander-Arnold's over it. So's Nixneb. Just goes wide. Didn't take a deflection on the way through either.
Mistimed that one. That was a big chance.
How important are free kicks from those sort of areas this year?
Very, very important, because I'd say if you practice it, you score. Defending. If you practice it, you'd score 1 out of 3, and you don't get that opportunity a lot. But I back myself to score every single one of them I get, and I think it's just a key thing to have.
Get your questions in for Tex, of course, in our final round of action. There's one that's just come in now. Best role for a centre attacking midfielder. Playmaker or shadow striker?
I'd say playmaker. Shadow striker. What a ball.
Hello. Oh! Stingray!
Ah, Stingray. You know, if there was no scoreboard and you don't know who was wearing what kit, you'd know that would be a Stingray goal, not a Nixneb.
We speak about those first time over the top through balls. Zero reaction from him. But what a finish it was from Didier Drogba. He leads by a goal to nil. Back over here now. Fakou Cohen finding his groove.
He plays some nice stuff, Fakou Cohen. Attacking wise, he's very good. I've not watched all his games, so I don't know how the generic game's gone, but attacking, every time a goal comes on of him, you know, it surprises me a little bit. Very good.
Just saw a message come in the chat as well from official TJB. He said, one pro you don't want to play against this year, Tex. Is there one or not?
I think that's pretty obvious. Do you want to guess my answer?
From speaking to you earlier, was it Oberon?
Yeah, Oberon. He beats me every time. But week 3, I will come with a game plan, and I'm not losing to him again. I can't. It's too many losses in a row.
One player you do want to play against this year?
Ooh.
Fancy a bit of Anders Vergang?
I would love that game, because if we play, it's probably going to be late in the tournament, and I want to get there. I'd love that game. I fancy a Mark 11 as well. We play practice all the time, and he tells me he beats everyone, but he just can't beat me.
We'll have to wait and see again. If you were to play Anders, it would come in the knockout stages. That's the table as it stands live now. Of course, goals scored, goal difference, all things that will come into play potentially as we head towards the second round of these matches that will come just after the Christmas break for Group A. Stingray, as it currently stands, looking to top the table. Lauren James. Both were arguing, weren't they, before the game, in a little bit of a face-to-face about who's the better skiller in the box. Mbappe should be away. He's got the pace, he's got the legs to get around Teo Hernandez!
Composure. And that's the difference of Drogba and Mbappe there. Sting played that exact pass and power shot and scored. Mbappe had the exact pass, took an extra little touch and scored. So it's just styles of play, and I say, Sneb, he's got composure coming out of his arms.
It was just there was one little touch, Tex, with the right foot of Mbappe that just sent Teo Hernandez a little bit too far to the right, and it allowed the shot to come in.
Yeah, as I say, like, that's just personal. If that's Drogba, I can promise you that's a power shot, but with Mbappe, he's just showing a little bit of composure there.
Let's jump over to this one now. Jafonso, Mark 11. Jafonso, what a turn that is from Mbappe. Oh, well played.
He keeps doing that, you know. Jafonso speed boost, it's dangerous. We need to assess that one on FC Pro IQ next week.
Well, we're lucky we actually got that one live. 26 minutes on the clock. Make sure that he times every shot. Is that just something in your DNA as well as a pro now? Like every time you're in the box with a shot, it's just green?
Yeah, I think every shot I try and time, but sometimes it's a bad thing. Like if you look at Nicholas, a lot of the time I watched some of his qualifier, he didn't time, so it's just like preference. Is it worth the time? Is it not worth the time? Me, I try and time every shot, but I might try to change that because I see a lot of reds and I see a lot of yellows, and I'm just not a fan.
Well, the world #1 ranked player on our FC Pro rankings wants to end today. #1 in Group A, which he might just do with the goal difference swing, but more importantly, the point swing with how this game currently stands if it was to end as a draw. Of course, Nixneb will gain that extra point and come a little bit closer towards another upgrade, which he probably will be getting after the Christmas break. Speaking of Nixneb, here is Teo Hernandez, who's made a dart run all the way from the left-hand side. Can he rework this one now? Back inside, Bonmati finds Hamsik. Be very curious as well, Tex, after the attack does end. Thoughts on Marek Hamsik this year? Brand new hero, but seemingly loved by the pros.
Yeah, I think one of the best centre mids in the game. I think the item's got 5-star weak foot. Obviously, it's got the power shot plus, so it's you can just score long shots, and I think that's what a lot of players set up to do. And yeah,
who do you think are the? You've got an 8 million coin budget. Obviously, you need Centurions and track star players. Who are the top 3 most important players? You're building your team, 8 million coins. Who's your first 3 on the team sheet?
I think Van Dijk, you got to. It's a boring answer, but it's the correct answer. You need aerial plus from corners because it's just the most overpowered way to score. I say second player, probably Theo Hernandez, coin for coin. How much is he now? 250k, 300k, and everybody uses him. He's the best left back on the game, the most influential left back on the game. He's quality. And then a third.
Mbappe?
No. I think Drogba's better than Mbappe.
Is he?
I mean, yeah, power shots. You've seen it, the power shots, they're effective. If you're talking to me, I'd need someone with finesse.
Someone else who's been a little bit of a cheap bargain in these teams is Bruno Fernandes, who was involved in that attack. It's Chamberlain, FC Pro live item. And Sharif is just not happy. You can see how frustrated he is getting. Back to this one now, last chance potentially at the half. Speaking of someone with that finesse, you saw Heung-min Son involved in the build-up there, but didn't really have the angle for the finesse shot.
I think when I play Sting in practice, hello, Defonso.
I think he's found another one, hasn't he? Bobby Charlton as well, his big investment that he's made.
Do you not think it just looks so easy for him?
Hello. Keeper comes out flying there.
Foul? No? But what's your foot? All his goals just look so easy. It's like the opponents aren't even trying. I really need to evaluate that.
Power shot coming in again. You in the chat are asking us. You can ask as much as you want, by the way, for tactics of certain players. Humza saying, I want Jafonzo's tactics now. They will come. They'll come at the end of this round. You'll be able to find every player's custom tactic codes at the end of every single FC Pro show. So stay with us, stay tuned. If there was one player's tactics you'd be interested in looking at, which of the 6 would you say?
Let me tell you right now, as soon as this game is finished, I'm running to Jafonzo's monitor and I'm looking at his tactics and I'm putting his tactics code in my tactics. I need them.
How often would you change your tactics as well? Because obviously you've had a different tactic set from the qualifier a few weeks ago, I'm sure, to when you come here in 2 weeks' time.
Depends. If you're playing well, winning all your games, there's not a lot of need to change. Like at the start of the cycle, I was winning a lot of my games, so I was just sat 4-4-2. I think now it's changed a little bit. I'm struggling, so I need to find different ways to play. So it just depends. It depends how you're playing, and it depends what the meta is at the time as well.
And would you look around at other pros and not copy them as such, but is it a case of you just trial and error? You'll just try certain player roles for X amount of games and see if you like it or not?
Yeah, so I don't. It's not a copy, it's just I learn a few things. And for example, you're going to be copying the player that's winning. So you always want to be you always want to aim to be the player that's getting copied. So that's
it sounds crazy that, you know, when you released your tactics code online a few weeks back, people can copy your tactics code, but this doesn't necessarily mean that's the way they want to play.
Nah, I think there's a big. I don't think tactics are very important, but if you think you're going to put on a pro's tactics and become a pro, it's not the case. You need to find your own way of playing and find the tactics that suit you.
Chance to break away, just as like, in a sense, it's a case of look at all your tactics, take 1, 2, maybe 3 things you like, and then implement it into your own game.
For example, if I put on Nick Sneb's tactics in a 5-3-2, I'll turn into a bum. I can't play 5-3-2. I'm really bad with 5, but I can't do it.
It's just not you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just how you play and how you set up, really.
You might be able to do a little bit of a rattle in the background. That is Faku Cohen shaking his hand warmer, which a few of the players have been using here in London to ensure they're.
I've even got my own hand warmers.
Ready to play. I mean, you're not even playing Tex. You've got your own hand warmers. In comes a quick corner. Nick Sneb. 2-1 he leads from a set piece as it stands. He will not be topping the group tonight, and it will be Jafonzo. As we see it coming, you mentioned a player that you have to have in the team, Tex. That's exactly why from the corner spot.
Yeah,
That's a big goal. If Stingray finds a way to win this game, I think there's maybe 6 points clear of third potentially, and come week 2, that's a hard outcome to overcome.
FG, join you, lads.
You've joined us. Have you got the Mystery Nation? Is that where you've come?
Well, listen, I've been doing my research. You know, my favourite hero in the game. He was on the screen earlier on in the broadcast.
Who was that?
Kadoba.
The favourite?
My favourite hero.
Oh, what was that?
He was the only one from that nation, and I really like him a lot. I need to bring you back about 10 seconds before I joined you and talk about hand warmers. Are you saying I need hand warmers to be good at this game?
I'm saying it's 2-2 and Stingray's grabbed the goal back, but with hand warmers, you're just finished either way, to be honest. You just stop touching the game.
Interested. Do you use hand warmers, Brando?
No, but maybe I should. Might get me past more than 4 wins.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll be doing later on is I'll be tuning in right to the end because we're going to get the tactics of every single one of these pro players.
Right, update over here very quickly. Sharif gets a goal back. What a start to the second half he has had. We just saw there as well, Stingray make it 2-2 in that game. Who is going to finish top of the tree in Group A?
I've got a question for you, FG. You said that Cordoba is your favourite hero.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite caster?
Brandon Smith, best in the world. And then I'd probably go Ryan, then I'd go Buckley. Casey's not with us today, unfortunately.
Grab's on there as well, isn't he?
As well.
Oh, so you still see me as a player, that's nice to know.
By far. Talk about players, mate, about 50 in front. Quick shout out to the Twitch chat, as always. Thank you for watching with us. I appreciate it. I've got about 2 minutes left on the commentary.
What are you going to ask them? What would you want to know from them?
I want to know who their favourite caster is. I want to know who you like the most from the team. I'm going to shout you guys out. Oh, FG.
Yeah, I imagine it'd be FG. Chance coming inside, drops the shoulder, goalkeeper goes missing. The composure there, Tex, just to take the extra cancellation of the skill, or sorry, the fake shot inside, and then just wait for the goalkeeper just to make your own mind up.
That's what Sneb's the best at. Sneb's the best at that. You get the ball to the edge of the box and you start moving the keeper. He's going to dance. He's got composure. It's the way he plays the game. It works for him. And when he's in flow state, Sneb, he's the player that can get out of this group.
Back to the question. We got loads of love for Brandon. We got anyone but FG. FG's the best. Has to be Tex. Tex, you're loved.
Oh,
Casey.
Read that.
Brandon for the win.
Tex.
Not you anyway, FG.
That way. What am I meant to do?
Now, we appreciate you all watching throughout. We hope you've managed to find out the Mystery Nation.
Let's ask them as well in the chat when we're in our last sort of 30 minutes. Which players' tactics do you want tonight? Because we are going to give them all to you at the end of the show today, which is a really nice touch for this year's FC Pro Open.
It's massive. It's huge.
And maybe if we ask Tex nice enough next week, he might add his into the pile as well, maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
Somebody just asked for your tactics in the chat, Brandon.
No, they did not.
Brandon?
Yep, Glenn
Harris.
Glenn, you can have my tactics if you want. If you're looking for sort of 6 or 7 wins in your foot champs, to sort you right out, mate. Jafonza, of course, yeah, the #1 ranked player. There are loads of love coming in for his tactics. You will get them at the end of the broadcast. Chance to the back post. Keeper goes, defender goes missing. Still, chances very much alive. Last 23 game minutes. That one's a red time shot, and it won't be causing any problems, Tex.
Yeah, nah, it's hard. When I play Stingray in practice, I really struggle to score long shots. He's very good at moving the keeper. He sees it straight away. So I think Sneb's trying to overthink when to take the shot, and then the results in red times and shots getting blocked and things like that.
Hello, Drogba. Oh, he's gone for a header there. It's not a great animation choice. We can as well. I'd love to get an update on Jafonzo, mark 11. What's the score over there? This attack does come in, just because we might be seeing Jafonzo, if he does pull away with this result, FG, top the group, and he'll be backing up his #1 ranking.
Yeah, I mean, what a way he's done it. And I mean, we built up the pressure with him. We started the show talking about Jafonzo, and Tex has just been completely unfazed by everything, hasn't he?
Yeah, I thought he was going to come into this and struggle a little bit. He shut me up. He shut Richard up, that's for sure. And he's just, I don't know, he's shown up to his #1 ranking, and I can only commend that.
The thing that's so impressive here as well, his last competitive tournament was the Esports World Cup that he won. He didn't get to play in the qualifier, which we know for some players they will struggle with. Here's a chance for Mark. Really needs to make the most of this one. Mbappe will not get a better chance. He was bundled off the ball there. Keeper does enough. So the fact he's had to wait, what, nearly 2.5 months to get back in this environment again and then play as well as he's done, Tex, deserves all the plaudits.
That can sometimes be a good thing, though. Like, when your last tournament is a win, that's all you know.
A World Championship
win.
When
we're talking 19, when I was winning, it was winning, and you just stay in that sort of rhythm. He stayed in that rhythm today, and it's clear to see that he's not slowing down, he's not stopping, and it's going to be difficult to take him off that #1 spot.
And even if he doesn't have a great week when we see him after Christmas, a couple of wins might be enough just to see him through.
Yeah, I'd say, how many points is he on now? 12?
Be on 12 of a win here.
One win, I think that's probably enough for top 3.
Really has put himself in an unbelievable position here, Jafonso. One more goal would certainly cement that top spot. We'll catch up with FG back on the host desk after this game as he leaves us now. But what a start for Jafonso, of all the eyes on him. Signed for a new club yesterday. Record transfer fee we're hearing as well, that he was signed from Diogo Jota's Luna's Galaxy. He has really been the man that they've all been after that Esports World Cup victory. Last 12 in-game minutes dispossessed. Let's leave this game, jump back to our main pod if we can. Stingray against Nixner. It was 3-2 last time we saw it. Still 15 minutes left in this, Tex.
Yeah, this is a big 15 minutes in the tournament. If Sting can equalise, he puts him in a very good spot for week 2. If Sting loses, all of a sudden he's tied with Sneb, where it looked like Sting, after 9 points from 9, it looked like he was going to kick on maybe 12 out of 15, maybe 13 out of 15, maybe 15 out of 15.
Sneb Mbappe tries to bundle his way through 2 players. Sees attack coming as well, and then we'll get an update from Sharif against Faku Cohen, where we're hearing there's been another update. Jafonso might be. Yep, I think he will be on his way to top this group. What a performance from him, Tex. What a day of performances. The only place he has come unstuck was against Faku Cohen, of all people.
It's not like it's been unconvincing as well. I was shocked. It's not like it's been unconvincing. He's won every game he's won. It's been very, very easy, from 3 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals potentially. So fair play, fair play.
Well, the worrying part here is maybe for Mark 11 or Sharif in terms of the points they're going to be picking up from today. Both might be on about 4 points and sitting next door to each other near the bottom 2 spots in the table.
Well, what I will say though is Mark, he's got the ability to pull it back next week. Like, when he's on form and when he's attacking well, he's one of the best players in the world. He's one of the best attackers in the world. So if he can turn up week 2, we're in for a grand slam finish in this group.
3 goals in 5 in-game minutes just will not be enough time, unfortunately, for Mark. And from 15 points, he will be ended with just 4 in total. Jafonso, though, as we said, you want his tactics, keep on watching. I think we will be revealing them your way in our post-show at the end of the play today. Mark looking for just a consolation. Oh, Teo Hernandez.
Can you teach me that one, Mark?
Wrong time, Tech. Wrong time.
Sorry. Out of order, that.
Last 2 in-game minutes. Coachless as well, Tex, Jafonso.
Fair play. I think maybe sometimes it's good to have no coach. You're just you in your own space, and if you know you're playing well, then you know you're playing well. No overthinking. Like, it can be a good thing.
He's having quite the time of his life, Jafonso, at the moment. Was having selfies with Cristiano Ronaldo last week, signing for Al-Nassr Esports. Massive goal from Sharif. That one is huge for the table because he could be giving points away to Faku Cohen, which then would change that group a lot. It certainly keeps 3 players really close to each other.
I don't know if a draw's enough for either of them.
It's not great.
If I was them, I'd stick on the press and I'm going for the win.
Handshakes between the two. Jafonzo, as I was just saying there, he cannot complain with how life is going at the moment. Top of the table. We'll see him after Christmas. The world ranked #1 on the FC Pro rankings is really playing out of his skin at the moment. 3-3, as we said, Faku Cohen against Sharif. That will mean that they'll both be on 5 points in the table.
This last attack is huge.
If this is a draw as well, it would really help those players out near the bottom. Stingray.
He's onside.
Time of 3 minutes. Lauren James is, it's the lock-in. It locked on to Ryan Gravenberch, but the ball just went flying past the Dutch midfielder. Try again, it's just not going to work out. Game management, if he can get back on the ball. Added time of 1 minute, Stingray's last chance to stop Nixneb gaining 3 points and being on 9 points. That will do us though. It's a 3-2 win for Nixneb. He's on 9 points, Stingray's on 9 points. Jafonzo will be on 12, top of the table.
I got a question for you.
Go on.
Do you think the players at the bottom of the group would rather have stung one, so third place was closer?
Absolutely.
Or would spread out, yeah. Because I think if you're at the bottom, you're fighting for third place now, and that result's not good for them.
Well, the drop will look, essentially, is what? It'll be a 4-point gap minimum. It'll be 12 points, 9 points, 9 points. 5 for Sharif. He's had 2 draws and a win today. Faku Cohen, I believe, will actually be on 4, not 5. And obviously Mark will be on 4 as well. So there's already a bit of a gap appearing there, isn't there?
Yeah, that's why I think someone needs to win this game. If you're listening to me,
there might be someone winning it. Where's the space?
What is this?
Dropper! Will not get a better chance than that for Sharif. The camera was trying to catch up to the gameplay because he didn't even realise that the pass was even available. Sharif gets that. He's on 7 points. He's 2 away from third place. Well, I think he knows what a chance it was. Or is Faku Cohen going to go down the other end and snatch the points himself?
Defending.
Bonded off the ball, 2 minutes plus additional time still. Has to be positive for him, Tex, so that he knows that he can create a chance like that.
Yeah,
he's
but
going to get another
it's
one,
still
maybe.
good creating chances. You need to score them, especially in this scenario, this situation, this time in the group, last game of the day. You need them to go in.
Mickey van der Ven on. Added time now.
He gave it away.
Chance to break. Could it be a heartbreak ending for Sharif? Gives away a corner. We know where this one's going to end up. On Virgil van Dijk's head, probably. There he is, Virgil van Dijk! We said it was going to happen. And from potentially taking 3 points to now leave him with 0. Sharif has got a minute left to try and get some sort of attack together, but as soon as she saw the ball deflected out for a corner, Tech, she knew what could have happened.
A massive, massive goal in this group. That's going to give Faku Cohen a chance now. Next week, he's got belief. Next time he plays, there is a way back in for him, because it was looking rather bleak, especially when Drogba was one-on-one in the 88th minute there, but he gives himself a fighting chance. And yeah, I can't wait for the next week of this group.
That group just changed in about 1 minute of who's going up, who's going down. It really does put Sharif and Mark 11, though, in a really horrible position. They're both going to be both on 4 points. Faku Cohen will be on 7. And then it goes 9 and 9 and then 12.
So you think for Mark in the second week, he needs probably 4 out of 5 maybe? I don't know. Oh, it's difficult. It's difficult.
Sharif doesn't even want to get back in the game at the moment. Tears in his eyes. He's still got a minute left. Let's jump back in. Not even a minute, sorry, 20 in-game seconds to try and stop Facu Cohen pulling away in this group table.
Oh, it's a free kick.
Ref gives a free kick just inside the half. Dropper, can he turn? Dropper, still chance. Block once, twice. Full-time result. 4 points from 15 for Sharif. He leaves himself in such a hole of desperation. And he knows what a big week this was. The opening week in the FC Pro Open. And that is exactly what it means to these players here. The best 24 in the world, all competing for $500,000 in total. Maybe he knows just how big of a mountain it's going to be to climb for him in January.
And that's where precision shooting comes into it. In previous years, assisted shooting, it gets in a tight situation, you get nervous, last kick of the game, you don't need to aim, but now you need to aim, and I think it's a sad sight to see, but yeah.
Look, no one is safe in the FC Pro Open. You have to be in your... You have to be playing your A game quite simply, as we saw from a handful of players today. We'll give you an update on the table. Facu Cohen, what a start. Those 3 points are massive for him. He's only 2 points away from third place.
You know what? That Facu Cohen win and the Snev win makes this group entertaining. Everything's to play for. I don't know what's going to happen, because it could have been a runaway at the top two, but it's not now, and I'm happy for that.
And what's even more important there, Facu Cohen lost his opening 2 games, Tex, and then still changed his mentality around, and after that, was able to pick up a win, of course 2 wins on the way through, and gets himself into a much better situation there. I believe he's actually going to be on 6 points, my apologies there. He'll be 3 away from third place, but still, he's in the hunt, and we can't wait still again. This Group A will be back after Christmas, remember, still 3 more weeks before the Xmas break. But for now, let's pass it back to FG Ryan, and I believe they are joined by our player of the day.
We are indeed joined by our PlayStation Tournament player of the day, Jafonso. I mean, wow. What a day it's been for you. First things first, we put you under a lot of pressure at the start of the show. We gave you your own intro. We spoke about your transfer, of course. You played, especially in that first game, I think you scored after 2 minutes. You played like you weren't under pressure. Did you feel any pressure at all?
No, to be honest.
Simple as that.
I'm really happy the way I played today. I'm a little bit mad with myself because I really wanted to win against Facu, so it will be 15. But yeah, he's also a good player, and next week I'll try to close the qualification directly in first spot.
Yeah, an incredible start for you, Jafonso. I've got a question in regards to having a coach behind you. This week you didn't have Armando behind you. Yeah. Does it make a big difference in terms of your preparation or your mentality when you're playing those games at these key moments?
Yeah, of course, me and Armando, we have a really good relationship, but we aren't working. We are not working now. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just try to focus during all the game, and yeah, I think it makes difference. Let's see if next week I have someone here with me.
Now we're looking at your highlights on the screen right now, and we're seeing that power shot from Bobby Charlton. And listen, we questioned it at the start. We saw your team, and we said, Bobby Charlton, it's a bit of a rogue choice. You've sort of proved us wrong there. How much did you enjoy using him, and what's so special about the iron?
Yeah, I think he's a really good card, obviously, because of the power shots, and he have really good pass. So, yeah, I really like his agility. So I think he's a player that looks good in my gameplay. So that's why I picked him, and it was a right pick.
Speaking of gameplay, I've got something in terms of the way you prepare for your games, so advice for people that are also maybe aspiring to be pro players as well. You start off every single game, it seems as if you were scoring 2 minutes in. Is there something that's sort of in your game plan? Do you want to start off on the front foot straight away?
No, I just try to start all the games focused and yeah, try to find the best chance to score. I'm a really aggressive player. Maybe that's why I try, maybe in all the games I score in the beginning of the game, but Yeah, I don't have a specific advice, to be honest. It's just be yourself, and that's it.
You are absolutely brilliant today. You are our PlayStation Tournament Player of the Day. Before we let you head off, how many points do you need to go through overall, do you think? You're on 12
I think 20.
20.
Maybe.
Okay. That's the top of the group, though, to go through.
Yeah. I don't know. It will depend on the other games, but my main goal, obviously, is to do 27. So, yeah, let's see.
Well, we look forward to seeing you again, and massive congratulations. It's been your day, absolutely. Now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. I know so many people are waiting in the Twitch chat. We're going to give you the codes of our players here today, so you can take them, you can use them, and you can try them out. And let's start, shall we, with Richard Buckley, who's over there with Nick.
I thought this was me when I was going to come in the booth and play a game, but maybe not. Yeah, it's tactics time. It's in the post show. I'm here with Nick Sneb. Solid performance today from yourself, I do have to say, sir. Let's have a look at your team. If you want the tactic, it will be on the screen. Take a screenshot and have a look at it. 5-3-2, short passing, balance. This is sort of the basic. Why are we going for this? Why are we going with a 5-back?
Yeah, well, it's a 5-back, but I actually really like how it attacks. I'm not here using 5-back to defend, actually. I guess we'll get into the instructions and stuff and why it's so good attacking-wise, but...
Let's have a look at it. Obviously, we can see we're going to go from the back. Trent Alexander-Arnold, full-back balanced. Your three defenders are all defending. Attacking wing-back balanced on Theo Hernandez. Does he just fly forward?
Yeah, he's basically left winger. Everyone knows how good Theo is on EFC 24. So, yeah, he's there down left wing and he's an outlet. And we've got Trent staying back a bit, so he could sort of switch it to him and sort of keep us covered at the back as well.
Well, this is without the ball. We've got to get interesting. We've got to get a little bit naughty. That is what it is with the ball. You said it's not a 5-back. Look at Hernandez's positioning if you are at home. Stanway just out the way, sort of DM, and then Hamshik, obviously the power shot, Bon Mati. Why this particular combination?
Yeah, so we can see a little triangle there. Stanway sort of sits deep and she's got ping pass plus, so I like to get the ball into her and sort of work my way out the back with her with a ping pass. Hamsik, as you say, he's a bit deeper, just so when I preferably attack down the left, as you can see where all my players are attacking wise down the left, and if I want to come up, he's sort of in the right position to power shot first time.
Son and Mbappe up top. No real aerial presence. Did you miss any of that tonight when maybe things weren't going your way? Did you miss someone to a Drogba or someone to get in behind and give you a different outlook? I mean, Mbappe and Son are pretty similar.
Yeah, I guess so. Son is there for the finesse on the left side and sort of a bit more baiting, the same as Bon Mati. They sort of do the same job. And Mbappe is just like my star player, you know. He can sort of do everything.
And I've got to ask you, if you were to change anything, we could roll back the clock 24 hours, 48 hours and pick your team again. Is there anybody that you would pick differently, or were you happy with it?
Tomori's out and gone. Far, far away.
Tomori is out. If you want this tactic at home, let us know. Get the screenshot, get it used in champs, in rivals, and let Nick Sneb know if you've used his tactic to get some success. We've got more codes coming your way. FG, get out the booth. You should be in there. Tex, what's happening, FG?
I've got imposter syndrome here, but listen, I'm all for it. I am joined by not only Tex, but also Jafonzo. A lot of people have been waiting for this man's tactics. 4-4-1-1, talk us through it.
Yeah, I think it's a really balanced tactic, and I think the cam is really important in my gameplay. So, yeah, I think for me it's the best tactic in the game at the moment.
Now, looking at the wingers, Tex, I mean, Rafael Leao and Hansen, are you surprised that they're both inside forwards?
A little bit. So, obviously, left mid, right mid, inside forward. Why inside forward and not winger? And where does the width come from? The fullbacks on balance?
Yeah, I do a lot of triggers. So I prefer to have Leao and Hansen inside, and then with the help of the fullback, I can attack and win the lines. So, yeah.
Also, why 71 depth? What's the thought process to that?
Yeah, to be honest, I think 71 is good because your center backs, they are in a good position to don't take long balls to strikers. For example, Stingray does it a lot with Drogba. So yeah, but that's a thing that I will still work a little bit on it.
Let's take a look at with the ball. We can see the without the ball on the screen right now. If we swap it round to the with the ball, I mean, it still looks pretty balanced. There's not massive amounts of changes.
I think it's a default tactic. I do a lot of player locks to have the players in positions that I want to. So yeah, I think this year you have to to be a default player. You have to play on your own. And yeah, that's it. That's what I did today.
Now, quickly, we said, I mean, Nick Seb said that Tamori's definitely out of his team. He's gone. When you're looking at your team, 12 points out of 15. Is there anyone here that's on the list to potentially be gone, or are they all heroes in your eyes for tonight?
No, I think I enjoy all the team today. I think for the budget, I think it's, for me, the perfect thing. But yeah, I think I will stay with all of this team again.
Yeah, and I think I'll copy absolutely everything this man has done. Jafonso,
I think I'm going to copy.
Congratulations, my friend. Thank you so much. Well done
Thank
today. You were absolutely brilliant. Right, Tex, let's take a walk, shall we, mate? Let's head back to our host desk. As you can see, the boys are already waiting for us. Ryan, Brandon, Richard Buckley. The most important thing now for all of you guys is that all of our tactics from all of our players are about to drop on the screen any second now. Take a note of them. You can see them all on your screen. I mean, apart from the obvious one, Jafonso, Brandon, who have you got your eyes on to try and get you over that 5-win mark?
Anyone, to be honest, but Facu Cohen, I think, deserves a mention as well. Interested to see what changed for him in his tactics, especially he lost his first 2 games, then the last 3 was a lot more convincing. So yeah, Facu Cohen for me, stand out.
And Mr. Richard Buckley, you've had your investments, you've done really well today. Another good day at the office for you. Any tactics that you're going to take?
I don't want to copy, but I'm going to copy the esports play-by-play commentator of the year and go for Facu Cohen.
Say that again.
As well. I think the way that he were attacking was so clean. Like he were really good in the final third. I know me and you, Ryan, was looking at his gameplay and really impressed. I feel as though he should have got more points than he did.
The one thing I feel like that lets him down, in my opinion, is it's a slight critic on his defence. I feel like it wasn't up to the standard.
Same with Sharif.
Yeah, agreed. Offensively, though, Facu Cohen, in my opinion, is one of the best we've seen so far this year.
Listen, the job is not done. Let's take a look at the table real quick. Let's have a look at our Group A standings right now, Tex. I mean, look, Jafonso, we just had the pleasure of speaking to him just a minute ago. Is there anything that surprises you about this table?
Don't mind me. I'm just jotting down Jafonso's code because I need that immediately. Because it's a little bit. It's not surprising. Jafonso, world number 1. You expect him to be at the top. I thought Stingray would be a little bit high. He started well and fell off a little bit, but it's not too surprising. I think Mark 11's a big shock.
Now, looking at this, Mr. Richard Buckley, quickly, you're looking at the bottom 2. I mean, they're on 4 points right now. It looks like they've got a bit of a mountain to climb.
I was going to say, I want to talk numbers. I will very quickly, before we went to me and Nick Sneb, I was talking to Stingray and Zach and just sort of how many points do you think to go through? Anywhere between 15 to 17. So for me, Mark, Sharif, they would have to have an unbelievable second week. I think it's between Facu Cohen, Stingray, Sneb and Jafonso.
Yeah, I feel as if, obviously, for Mark and Sharif, looking at that top spot, for me, it's forget about it, it's done. You need to look for the points, of course, in the second game week to finish second or third. It's still a mountain to climb. 5 points, Tex, is a massive leap.
You know,
I respect that so much.
Can we end the show?
And so would all the Calvin Phillips.
Let's have a 1v1. Let's have a 1v1.
Let's do it. Next week, I'm coming back. Me versus Buckley.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope that you are coming back on your next week that you're in, because last year my Calvin Phillips didn't get upgraded. We won't mention that again. Group B is coming up next. And how about this one, Brandon? Because there's a man that everybody's, of course, talking about, and he's behind us on the screen right there, as well as some incredible names. This group is stacked.
Yeah, 6 more FC Pro Live items, of course, coming next week, just to tease you there, and one of the most expensive ones in Xavi Simmons of Anders Vergang. World champion Manu Bashir, that Manu Anders game. There's something there. And then just to tee off as well, there's a couple of Saudi Arabians in that group. Nicholas also in there too. It's going to be ridiculous. Peixoto, the list goes on. What a group.
Please, Ryan, tell me who you're investing in. Please just tell me now. Please.
See, the thing is, if I tell everybody, then there's no coins to be made, you know?
I don't mind.
Go on, then.
Igor Silva, LJR Peixotos, discard at 10k, get in early.
I've got a suggestion.
My advice.
I've got a suggestion. We put in every single FC Pro Live item of these in a hat, and we all pick one out. We need to spend 500k on that item.
Haven't got 500k.
Very bold to assume we have 500k.
Can I
I'm trying. But listen, gents, that's all we've got time for. Thank you so much. First of all, Tex, congratulations. Welcome to the talent team. Get that AK upgraded, will you, next, please, mate? And Brandon, the best esports commentator in the world. It's been up. Where's your trophy?
I've just put it backstage. I think everyone's getting sick of it.
Took me a ride to try to get that in our bag. Ryan, as always, amazing. Mr. Buckley, as always, amazing. And thank you to everybody who's watched, who's invested in the FC Pro Live campaigns. And listen, we'll see you next Monday to go again.